Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of
Check 1 2. Check. Check.
Oh, 600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early.
All right, folks, enjoy the show. Stay tuned. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Morning Mayhem starts
now.
with David BAZZEL,
Yep.
Roger Scott, and Justin Moore. Live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
There's two things you need to know. I'm the king. And number two is look out, man. Look at that. They're coming at you. You see that? It's called karate, man. And only two kinds of people know. The Chinese and the king. And one of them is me. The king. Oh, see, on Memphis. Come on out.
A lot going on there. Hey, 609ers, you know what, dude? Doesn't matter what happens over the weekend. We move it. Let's go.
Keep that guy on that. Move it. Hey, baby, we're going to be here all day. We're going to be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party. Baby.
On the jet to the promised land.
Hello, Buzz listeners.
Hey, Zippy.
Zipster.
We're going to hear from him, he said?
Yep.
Hello, Buzz listeners.
Probably not him.
No.
Hey, Frank.
Oh, mate, who knows? You might never know.
He knows people. My name's Roger. Come on, dude.
I don't know who you
All right,
are.
everybody, here we go. Los Angeles.
I don't pay attention to rumors. I don't pay attention to movie magazines. I don't read them. They're all junk. You know, I saw something the other day. I saw something yesterday. I don't think I'm going to go out on a limb. I just think I'm just going to be transparent. That scene where he goes through that, singing that, the movie where he's going through the crowd, you know, he's walking through the crowd, you know the one I'm talking about. What's the name of that movie? A Little Less Conversation? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, A Little Less Conversation in the movie. I say that to say this. He's the most handsome man to ever walk this earth. I'm just telling you right now.
You better turn the page.
Los Angeles.
Love you, buddy.
I love you too, Jay, but I was talking about Elvis, so you know that.
This is your home. You hear that? That's special. There's a lot of lions and tigers and bears, but they ain't but one Razorback. Number one.
You know, I was listening to Bill Vickery's Promised Land. We've had this discussion before. It sounds like a different Promised Land. Yeah, I think you said you think it's the same one. It sounds different to me. So I want you at some point this week to pull that up to see because it's just
plays
got
it?
What's that?
He plays Promised Land?
He does.
What time?
He does it about midway through the show. He doesn't do it every. Does he do it every opening? He's got a different opening, grand opening. I think it's a different. Is it? It's just he's got a long open, but anyway, it just sounds like a little different.
There's a little. I think we'd picked up on that.
Yeah, I think ours almost sounds like a live version. His does not. So, good morning, everybody. It is Monday, September 29th, last Monday of the month. What a weekend it has been. Obviously, plenty to talk about today. It's going to be a busy show. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, David.
Good morning, Josh.
Morning, lads.
We've done this show for 21 years, and this will be the fourth coaching search since we've
is that right?
Started Houston. It was the Petrino. After Petrino, we went to Bielema, and then Chad Morris,
Sam,
and then Sam. So fourth one.
Fourth one. You got to throw in interim.
Do we do an interim?
Yeah. What's his
John
name?
L.
Oh, that's
John
right.
L, yeah.
Who was after Petrino?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was after Petrino. So really,
Petrino,
she
yeah.
did. Well, of course, we knew that was
just like they won't count the COVID year and Coach Pittman's record.
It was a bad day in Fayetteville on Saturday. Needless to say, I think everybody knew. You didn't have to know one thing about football to go. I think this era is over with at halftime. 42 points by Notre Dame, 14 in the last 15 seconds of the game, the half rather. Yeah. Wow. I think if you go back and look at that last play before the half, it is a snapshot, sort of like that last 3rd and 8 quarterback sneak was at Memphis. He had 7 guys around, and nobody really, maybe one guy touched him with a hand, and it's like Keystone Cops. It's defense had no answers. That was a thing, we talked about since week 1. It continues to be there, and it's probably not going to change. I don't know if Bobby Petrino can make any difference or not. But Sam Pittman is out. It was announced yesterday at 12 o'clock. Unless you've been living under a rock here in Arkansas. It's one of those things where in this state, football and the Razorbacks are big enough, everybody hears about it. So, anyway, there'll be a lot
somebody knows somebody that tells the other person,
Yeah, Hunter Yurchek put out a statement yesterday around midday saying that it was time to move on and they would use a national coaching search firm to find the next coach, and Bobby Petrino would be included as a potential head coach. I thought he
expressed he went out of his way to say that Bobby Petrino has expressed interest.
Yeah, no surprise, I don't think, to anybody. I think it's interesting that he included in the press release that he felt that he needed to do that. I think that's a PR move to let everybody know that
that way he didn't have to get that question.
That's right. That Bobby Petrino fans out there, who I'm sure there are a ton. We know one of them that's a big one that's going to be out there. I do think it's interesting that he's going to use a search firm. Because
don't you have to do that? Don't you have to put that out?
No, you sure don't.
You don't have to put that out?
No,
okay.
No.
I mean,
can I tell you?
For
I think that's
move,
he gets paid $1 million a year. That's what he should be doing. Do we have to have a search firm?
No. I agree wholeheartedly. I said the only reason he's doing that, now that I was going to say, well, don't you do that to let everybody know you're looking for somebody out there, and then you hit me with, no, that's what we pay him for. You're right. Okay.
I know that you can use firms to do, vets,
you're
coaches
right.
from background.
I have a firm.
But you know what?
Yes,
you get paid $1 million a year. You got 5,000 people on your staff. You know everybody.
Right.
Do you really have to? I don't know if that is because I guarantee he knows there are people who feel like he should not be the one who makes the hire. So if he throws that up there, does that make it any?
I'm on one of those guys. Only because I just don't know how committed he is to sticking around. I don't mean that in a bad way.
This is my buddy Jeff Hildebrand says the search firm just calls Jimmy Sexton. That's about that. That's in the SEC.
Who do you have?
Who do you have, Jimmy? That's about the truth.
Yo, Jimmy.
So obviously we'll talk about that today. We have our normal Monday show with Chris Kane, which will be here, brought to you by Trader Bill's. We've got the Razorback Rewind, brought to you by Hawks Home.
Yeah, how much of that do you want?
I was about to say, let's not take much of that. Although again, I don't get to hear any of those calls, so it'll be interesting to hear.
It's all TV.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what the TV broadcasters, believe it was Dave Pash and Dusty Dvorak.
Right.
I think. They were not happy with Arkansas's effort. They were pretty displeased to be calling a game where a team laid down and quit like that.
Can I tell you, I know that when somebody asked Coach Pittman in the postgame press conference about effort, and he made a point, and I agree with him. It's not, sometimes you can look at a play, and if you're bad, it looks like it may be effort, and sometimes it is. Sometimes you're using poor technique, and it's poor football IQ. Not just effort. He acted like Coach Pittman did that. He felt there was good effort, just poor execution.
Could you throw a third in there, and that is no depth? So so somebody may get tired. I don't.
Oh yeah.
You know,
you look at that.
But are they that bad that they don't have somebody that could spell a guy for a minute or two?
Yeah, you say that. You know, you could see. I literally felt sorry for the defense because I knew that they were trotting out there. They knew it. We don't know how to stop these guys. We don't know how to stop them. When the defense is called, they come out. They do things that we're not. You know, I can't process it. I can't process.
They couldn't generate any pressure.
No pressure. They didn't have any of that. It just, and it was almost like, man, Notre Dame could score 1,000 points, and Tennessee probably, could do that in 2 weeks. So it was an ugly way to go. I remember Raj in. By the way, let me finish here. Razorback Rewind 7:15 brought to you by Hawks Homes. Used to Nutt. We'll be calling us at 7:30 for a few minutes to visit about the status of the program. Bill Vickery will have at 8 o'clock. Kevin Scanlon. One of the legendary quarterbacks, and the guy who was with Lou Holtz all weekend. He was there, and he's also the head of the Razorback Foundation. He's the chairman, not the head of it, but chairman. We'll visit with him at 8:05. We got Razorback Graffiti at 8:30, Pat Bradley at 9, Razorback Rewind, Weekend Review, Roger's Song of the Week. Now, your Song of the Week, it was done before the firing of Sam Pittman.
It was done Saturday. I didn't finish until Saturday night, and I changed it.
It works, though. It
works.
Absolutely
it does.
Because is it, what do you call it?
I think it does. What
do you call it when one thing it can apply for everything? Is it
the
color?
formula?
Green.
It's evergreen.
Evergreen. Is it evergreen?
It's evergreen for this time. For this time after 5 coaches.
I thought
and again, when I wrote this thing, I mean, I got text from a few people. Saying what we needed in songs and all that, and they were absolutely right. And I actually wrote 3 different songs because I was stuck on one, went to another, so I've got paperwork on one. But the other one I sang, and it's a Travis Tritt song.
That's the second in a row, right?
That's exactly right. I don't know if this could be unprecedented.
Whoa.
And again, let me tell you this. I didn't advocate or call for
Has
Coach
he become
Pittman's.
a crutch?
Yes, yes. Travis Tritt songs have become a crutch now. Wait till "Help Me Hold On" will be next week's song. I think that's one. I didn't advocate for the firing. I actually said don't fire him, don't do any of those things. So I didn't do that. This is just what the fans were calling for, and probably still are, even though you may have Coach Petrino. We still have a couple of weeks before we see what he does on the field. And to your point, as far as some of that effort and all that, I think a lot of us uninformed may think that that's the guy who's going to say, you don't have effort, you don't have a position.
It will be interesting to see if Bobby Petrino has the ability. Now, the one thing to point out, the offense,
yes, sir,
did not have a great day at the offense against Notre Dame, and I think Sam Pittman. And when I watched the film, even though they gave up 30 points in the first half to Purdue, I saw a pretty well coached football team. They're not as great as the world defense last year, but I think Sam Pittman acknowledged. He said, "I think we underestimated that. They were better than what we thought they were defensively." And so they did. Listen, 0 points in the second half. Last week you only had 3 popoints in the second half.
Right.
Week before you only had 7, and so you got an issue there. And of course, there was
time of possession, first downs,
35 first downs for Notre Dame.
Average yards per rush. Some of these things were almost, they were almost mirrored each other, and a few things like that. When you look at time of possession and all that, they just took down every possession and scored a touchdown. We didn't.
No punts.
No
They
punts.
scored on 9 straight possessions, and I'm telling you, and Pittman even threw it out there during the press conference. Boys, 420 yards of offense in the first half. 42 points. I was talking with Houston about that, and he said, have you ever seen anything like that? I said, well, there was one game that you coached that was 70. But he goes, well, what's a coach? He said Pete Carroll had bought 30 Reggie Bushes back then. And I said that was one of the great teams of all time in USC.
Do they have the press box windows open?
Yeah.
How loud were the boos?
You could hear them. I thought it would be louder. Look, the band was playing at some point.
It sounded loud on TV.
The point, there were a couple times you could hear it. Actually, I thought it would be worse. Of course, Roger, you were at Boo George. You couldn't hear it.
No, we didn't hear any.
What point of the game did you hear them, Josh? Was that?
I think it was the second to last touchdown before half. So 35.
Yeah. That was they score, and then we get the turnover. And, you walk off the field. What was it, 42-13? Yeah, 42-13
at half.
Yeah, 35 first downs, and it was I think
35 first downs.
Yeah, 35 first downs.
Good.
Yeah. See, here's what I think happened, Roger, and we'll, I don't know if it'll ever get confirmed. I think probably the powers that be at halftime said, "Okay, we got to do this." I think it was decided at halftime.
Well, don't you think that's what that?
It's what I'm hearing. It was decided at halftime.
It was decided at halftime, but it was decided with that meeting that Hunter Yurachek had with the board prior to that they may have said, "Here's the thing: if we get knocked out, you can pull the trigger anytime you want to set the stage." Yes or no? I'm guessing.
I don't know about the mechanics of the board unless they went to private set. Everything's on record there.
Okay.
Unless they go into a private. So I don't know if that was discussed publicly.
Turn off your vest cameras.
Or it might have been him privately with those board. Yeah, I don't think it was ever discussed that publicly in that meeting. Listen, you got some people that do not want Hunter Yurachek to.
Well, you heard what he said now. He said, look, we're committed to winning a championship and doing all that stuff. He has done mea culpa now, which is a smart move. He has to do that. And I think he realizes the error of his ways in making the comments that he did because it's come back to bite him. At the very least, it's just like if you've been married for a long time, you've got to remember, don't say anything. Yeah. Just bite your lip and say, go Hogs go.
Hey, I saw last week from that board meeting that Hunter said, his comments were misconstrued or didn't come out the way he wanted it to. That is, once again, that is not the way it played in the room. Like, he was making a point, and he kind of made it the way he wanted to. I know he had to clean it up afterwards, but he meant what he was saying.
He sure did.
And he was making the point that Arkansas is a contender for a championship in many sports. Football is not one of them. Yeah. That was the point that he was making, and he made that point very clearly. Yeah. So I think it was disingenuous for him to go backtrack on that.
I don't think he saw the error in his ways. Disingenuous, and that's yes, he did mean what he said.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think, and that's your opinion, just like my opinion is that. I think it was out of frustration because he didn't like getting the question asked to him.
Yeah. Well, those board members, there were several board members who were in his corner that obviously I think wanted to give him the opportunity because I know he was taking a lot of heat because of it.
Yeah, very good.
By the way, Touchdown Club today, the last 3 weeks we've had Hunter Yurachek, we had Tim Brown, which was fitting. Tim Brown was at the game Saturday as well. Today, one of the greats at SMU, Craig James, one half of the Pony Express. Go back and watch his film. Roger, people forget how good he was. I think he's a second leading rusher in the history of SMU. I think he had 3,400 yards.
Yeah.
And nobody hardly remembers
Where would Alex or Peyton Hillis be without being behind you?
I'm going to tell you, preparing for them, Roger, those two were bad dudes. And then they had McElhaney at quarterback that was really, really good. It was of course, they were getting paid. And big money. We'll talk to Craig James about that.
You have to
today.
because Dickerson did admit. Now he's not in the. Where did he go? Did he go with Meyer anywhere?
Who's that?
Craig James.
Craig James ended up playing at New England.
It was New England.
Yeah, for 1 year at New England.
Okay.
And Meyer I think that's where Meyer was.
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And then obviously in the mix as far as coaches is his alma mater's current coach.
Oh, yes, Rhett Lastly. Yeah, so we'll talk about that today. So, again, today's the day. If you want to, get it out, you can call 661-1037. You can send us, if you don't want to call, just send us your text messages, 661-1037, the D3 Auto Sales text line, and you can do that. Who do you think should be the next head coach? Any comments about Sam Pittman? Roger, in retrospect, do we look back at Josh? Do we look back? And, of course, Josh, he hadn't been here in the state for the entire part of his deal, Sam Pittman's era here. Do we look back? Do we do like Houston a little bit, Raj, where we'll feel a little bit better a few years from now when we look back and go, Sam brought us out of the depths of
there's no
where it was with Chad Morris. Nobody, not many people wanted the job. A lot of people turned down the job. And
you read the paper, you read Wally's article, and you see all the things that he says. I think the second paragraph, the first sentence, I think it was only one sentence in the next paragraph, was that he's a multimillionaire.
Yeah, that's right.
Then he ends it with he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
In his column, and he talks about the folks that were up for Drinkwitz. Obviously, didn't turn down the job and that sort of thing.
Kiffin, you might have had a shot at.
Right, Kiffin, but it says Hunter didn't want to get into a contest with
some fans faulting for that. Some fans felt he should have tried to get, but that's a Jimmy Sexton.
Absolutely, Jimmy did what he did for his guy, and it's
where it is.
But is the program better than what it was when he got
course,
there? Yeah, I think
there's
so too.
nowhere to go but up. I don't think you
that
could have
was-
gone anywhere else.
Josh,
but-
it was about as bad. Those two
I
Chad
know.
Morris. Yeah.
Look,
I mean,
when you saw it from afar, you're like, "What?"
yeah,
It was
it
confusion.
was bad.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think they kind of I think Sam hit his ceiling, and I think what was happening, and this has been described by a lot of people, but like he just didn't have the tools in the toolbox to push himself forward. And if he had been a head coach maybe earlier in his career and learned like you're seeing Barry Odom learn, maybe he could have become a better coach. But I just think it was kind of, as Roger said, it was a bit late in life for him to become a head coach.
Well,
and he just didn't have the tools available to keep propelling the program forward.
And what else was an issue that was not there when he became the head
NIL.
coach? That's right. NIL and transfer portal, I don't think, for a guy like that, I just don't think it's a good fit for a guy that's in his 60s and he's been offensive line coach. Not to say he can't do it. I'm just saying when he started, Roger, he wasn't doing that. He was 9-4, doing the old school way, but also
Someone else's players, though.
Right. I just think it's. Listen, he's come in. He made an impact. I think you know what? I think he's going to be. Everybody's going to be like Houston. Hey, coach, you're going to love. There's old Sam.
I agree.
Thanks for helping us in those early years. That's what I think it'll be.
I
think
got you.
as life goes on.
Everybody says he's a great guy. I have no reason to. I don't know that. I mean, I'm
I
sure
think if you got
his
to
friends
know him,
say
yeah,
that. Maybe
Scott Hamby is a real close friend of his.
They're
and,
great guys. I mean, that's what I'm saying. All of that, and I've said it from the beginning about him not being. I don't think he was a good fit for him because the times changed, unfortunately, on him when he became a coach because of NL, because of portal, COVID, all of those things.
Yeah, worked through COVID, won 3. We not won one conference game in 2 years, won 3 in the COVID year.
He was not a head coach prior to that, and
That's
think
right.
a lot of things factored in on that. But guess what? He's got a couple of homes and a business down in Hot Springs.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. It's you know what the restaurant he has?
Yeah, I've heard about it. It's a seafood place.
I guess you and I've been in Hot Springs a ton of times, and how in the heck have I not seen that?
Somebody knows it. Qualsy, if you're
Something,
out there,
oyster
listeners,
bar or something.
It's a seafood place that he bought into. I don't know who his other
Yeah, he's got
partners
partners
are
with it.
into that. Yeah.
Also, too, who do you like? Who do you want to see as new head coach? We'll continue to chop that up a little bit.
Question of the day out. Yeah.
What's that? Is it going to be this? What we settle
No,
on?
no, whatever you
I know
say.
that's whatever you guys want to do.
The list of names.
Yeah, there is a. And now, wow, what a game last night between the Packers and the Cowboys. Holy cow! If you missed it, ended in a 40-40 tie. It's just like, man, it's just like, do we still in 2025 we have ties? Come on, man, we got to figure out.
None of the pros. You can't do
Come
that.
on, we
You
can't do that.
that.
Come
Here's
on.
On the D3 Auto Sales text line, let me guess on the Travis Tritt song. The whiskey ain't working anymore or trouble? No, it's neither one of those.
So we'll play that coming back. Don't go
All
away.
Fernando Carmona joins Out of Bounds, courtesy of Colonial Life Independent Agents, Charlie Schaaf and Damon Francis. Call 501-413-4005.
This is Sports Center.
A tough weekend for Arkansas's Division I football teams. First, the Hogs lost to Notre Dame 52-13 in what was the 8th worst home loss in school history. The Hogs dropped to 2-3. Head coach Sam Pittman was fired, and now interim head coach Bobby Petrino takes over. The UCA Bears lost their third straight game on Saturday. It was a 35-32 loss at Lamar. They are now 1-3 overall. Arkansas State suffered another loss as well. That's 4 in a row for them. They lose to UL Monroe 28-16 on Saturday. One Division I team in Arkansas that did win, UAPB. The Golden Lions beat Alcorn State 24-20 to get to 2-2 overall. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, dry weather is here. Today it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 86 in Little Rock this afternoon. Tonight we'll see a few clouds increasing throughout the night. Call it partly cloudy with a low around 65. And another warm day tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 85 degrees. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Tito's Handmade Vodka presents the 2025 1037 The Buzz Fall Golf Tournament Tuesday, October 14th at Repsamen Golf Course. Registration is now open. Go to 1037thebuzz.com to register your 4-person team. Prizes will be awarded in both morning and afternoon flights. It's the 2025 1037 The Buzz Fall Golf Tournament Tuesday, October 14th at Repsamen Golf Course. Presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka and brought to you in part by Double B's and Twin Peaks. Thanks to Corky's Ribs and Barbecue, Sonic, and Michelob Ultra.
Old number 53 here, and back in my day, I was fortunate to be around some great teams, along with some great teammates. And even now, all these years later, I'm also grateful to be a part of a great team here at 1037 The Buzz. But you know another great team that I've come to appreciate over the years? It's the team over at Edwards Food Giant, and there are 11 stores located all over the metropolitan area, including their Edwards Cash Saver stores. And let me tell you this, if you haven't been to the newest Edwards Food Giant in North Little Rock in the Lakewood Village Shopping Center, you really need to stop by there. This store is truly the most beautiful grocery store that I've ever been inside of. The layout with their used selection and inventory, including their deli and salad bars, is the best. Of course, their meat department at Edwards will truly blow you away, too. That newest Edwards store has everything from heat and eat, meal solutions, weekly specials, to a giant wine department, to their dry-aged beef that's been temperature and humidity controlled for 28 days in their cooler, resulting in a steak that's tender, flavorful, and unlike any steak you've ever had. So see for yourself why the team at Edwards Food Giant is now Central Arkansas's favorite place to shop.
Guys, this sports season, it's game on at Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Are you ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? We got the winning game plan with personalized TRT at Synergenics and Low T Center. Book a free consultation and automatically enter a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events in your area. Female patients, you're also eligible. For more information or to book an appointment, visit trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments: Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
Always make sure to say please and thank you. Morning Mayhem is back on the air, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 6:33. Glad you're with us. This is one of those things, we've done this before. We mentioned in the first segment, we've done 4 coaches searches during the 21 years of this show. It's never any fun. You never like to see somebody get fired, and people are mad and ugly and embarrassed, and it does engage people. It does engage people.
I disagree. It's fun. I feel like both can be true. Like, we can acknowledge the sad part, somebody lost a job, but they're a millionaire.
Oh, yeah.
And also, let's be honest, coaching searches are kind of fun.
But, you notice those players, you think about it, all those players on the Hill, those were all Sam Pittman guys.
True.
So, they're all like, well, I hate that. That was the guy that I came here to play for. And so,
Coach Petrino being the interim and all that, I don't know how, not only do the players have the option to get in that portal, that the coaches are looking for new gigs right now.
I'm glad you brought that up. There are some restrictions about
so I'm
glad you brought that up. By the way, there's one of us on this show that was playing with a head coach that was fired.
With a head coach that was fired?
Yeah.
Josh, when did you play with a head coach that was fired?
Raj?
Texas Tech.
Think about it.
With a recently?
No, when I played. There's somebody on this show.
David
on this show.
Me. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, so of course, it was a different deal. We were ready for him to go. we were glad. It was time for him to move on.
Was it really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we all felt it was time to move on. We've been 5-5.
I'd never asked you about this before. What happened?
Yeah, I had
not to go too deep.
I had redshirted that last year, and it was a good year to redshirt. And I think he just, Lou was always good about 6-7 years, and then it was, if you look at his career, so the jokes get tired. He sort of run its course. He wasn't happy, I don't think, and the staff, the coaches, his assistants didn't like him, and he was just ready for a change.
Gotcha.
And that team was not a good team. I think we were 5-3 5-6 or 6-6 or something like that.
Was he fired mid-season or end of season?
End of season.
Okay.
That season was over with, yeah. And so the reason was apparently he had made the commercial for the congressman out of
Jesse
Helms.
Yeah.
That was what it was sort of he should not have done, which he should not have done. He used his office to promote Jesse Helms, who was a controversial figure over there, and that was a way for Broyles to go, we're going to cut it. And it worked out well. Coach Schultz was there this weekend. We'll talk to Kevin Scanlon about that a little bit later. I'm not happy. I'm disappointed the way it worked out in terms of timing for everybody to see him. But still, it was great to have him in, because that'll be the last time most of us ever see him again, just because he's 88 and he doesn't travel very much, and so a lot of players got to see him. Good morning, Chris, by the way.
Hey, good morning.
Hey,
Good morning. I was a part of the 609er club this morning. I listened to the whole Open.
Oh, wow, very nice.
Just like so many on the text line, it was just like, all right, this is, like Josh said, for better or worse, these are days where you get a lot of people saying, all right, let's turn the page. Let's move on. What do you got?
Hey,
It's fall, new season.
Can I ask you guys, because we have not done this yet. I have to ask all three of you. Bobby Petrino, interim, whatever you want to say, is now the head coach.
Yeah, it's
of
crazy.
Arkansas
It is
again.
absolutely. I was talking to somebody last night. I guess it was Kevin Scanlon. Think about it. It's bizarre.
Insane.
After all what happened.
Well, Scott Van
He is
Pelt said the same thing.
Yeah, I saw that from Van Pelt. It is bizarro world that you ever think. Did you ever think that this would happen? You couldn't pay. You could do a movie where this was a scenario.
My dad has a new phrase he likes to use when it comes to impossibilities. And what he'll say is, when it comes to like, well, how possible is he? He's like, and he'll go, is it Bobby Petrino coming back to Arkansas possible? And that's like the level of impossibility you have to break.
Yeah.
And now that's possible.
Yeah.
Because that's what you used to use as impossible.
I would also say that, and this is my personal belief, from the day that he was brought back as offensive coordinator, I always thought it would end this way. Because when you had to bring, you had a 4-8 staff, and you had to do something to shake it up, and you brought in the most beloved coach who had the most success the last 25 years, it was, and you had a coach who was kind of already teetering on the edge after a 4-8 season like that. It was always going to head in this direction, unless something drastically changed about Sam Pittman, the coach.
I think we all, when that hire was made, knew, we said it out loud. Just imagine something if something were to happen.
Sam was forced to hire his replacement.
The line you used yesterday at the end of the press release was also a little telling.
Yeah,
surprising.
we mentioned that.
I know y'all mentioned it.
After and also,
but
I
just
want
to say it out loud, John. You know what I mean? Just to say the quiet part out loud was interesting to me.
And also to Brandon Marcello's credit, that this has followed everything that he had said was happening.
Not true. Not everything.
Well,
not
then
everything.
where has it been wrong?
Yeah, because he said he's been burning up the phones, baby. Or I still don't believe that.
I don't either. I don't believe he was lobbying and doing that.
You know what he goes? He basically goes. See. What? Yeah. Everybody on the planet knew he was going to get the job. You knew he was going to get the job. He didn't have to burn up the phones.
But you don't think he was?
No, I don't think he did.
Gauging support behind him.
What is that to gauge support? What is there to gauge support for?
Because as far as
Travis Williams is his alternative.
As far as interim coaches go, he is going to have as good of a shot at getting a job as any interim coach has ever had.
Well, if you looked at this defense, I'm not sure. Sure if that is
okay, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is
I don't know, Josh.
How often do you see this kind of circumstance where it's not? This is not Ed Orgeron taking over.
I just don't know.
This is not Cadillac Williams taking over at Auburn.
I think
this is Bobby Petrino taking over Arkansas as interim head coach.
But I'm just telling you, there is a portion of people out there that are supporters and others that don't feel like it would be a good move to do this. I'm just saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, he's obviously positioned better. He's positioned better than other people, for sure.
But my point being is that last week, Frank called our show to say that he hadn't talked to anybody, and then said, "I talked to him." So, like, you're kind of making the point.
No, I'm standing on it. No, listen, he was not lobbying for the job. He didn't have to lobby for that. That's all we're saying.
I'm not saying he was lobbying.
That's what it sounded like with Marcello's comment that he was having to lobby. That's all I'm saying.
He was trying to make sure that if the page was turned, that support was on his side.
I don't. Again, it's who else you going to go to? I mean,
Scott Found.
Actually,
I think the next question,
not the worst idea in the world.
I think that Roger, would you fire Travis Williams at this point?
Sure, I think Travis knows who writing's on the wall. Again, I think
right now. I'm talking about like now, like this week, because you saw what happened at Oklahoma State.
I'm not qualified to know.
Okay, to put it in perspective, this week,
would you, Baz?
Todd Grantham, defensive coordinator at Oklahoma State, was fired.
Sure.
Doug Meacham is the new head coach.
I got you.
So it could happen. Now the other story is apparently that Travis Williams and Bobby Petrino don't get along.
Well, there's that.
That is
well, all of those
coaches
coaches are going to be looking for something. I mean, who to?
I'm just saying, just stay with that.
Yeah, okay.
If they have a bad relationship.
Yeah, then it's over.
Yeah, I think Bobby may step in there if they're
you
so
know
bad.
why? Because all the money went to the offense.
I understand.
If I'm Travis Williams, I'd be pissed too. They gave him nothing to work with.
But again, I'm just talking about the context of what happens. Do you?
Okay,
Well, you have to get along. I mean, not that you have to get along. You don't have to get along to have success. That's not true. In my opinion. You have to at least do your job. You have to be able to.
That's the other part of it. Yeah,
that's the thing. You don't have to like each other, but you have to be good at your job.
Does Bobby tell Hunter Yurchek to go? I'm going to tell you, this is bad. I can, but I can't do it with Travis there. We've got to make a move. I mean, he can certainly say that.
How long did Ditka and what's his name? Buddy Ryan stay on the same team after the Super Bowl?
Oh, not long.
It wasn't long after that.
I think Buddy left after that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I just think that all the coaches on that team. Same thing with what's his? Gosh, I can't even remember his name. The interim coach that we had after Bobby.
Oh, John L. Smith.
Jiminy Christmas, John L. Smith. That all those guys knew they were going to be looking for something else during that season, so they all just checked out. I think all these people are checking out.
Well, you're right. Those coaches know this is their last season. They all know that.
Yeah,
listen to a couple of our D3 Sales text line. Baz, don't be obtuse. It doesn't seem Petrino was totally innocent in this mess. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything. He's going to be promoted. They're going to fire Sam. It's the natural.
No, this wasn't a coup. This was not
that's
a coup.
right. That's right. I thought he was going to say, "Oh, don't be obese," but he said obtuse. So I'm thankful.
Obtuse is not too far.
Well, and I think
he got that from Andy
part of the
Dufresne.
reason Bobby may get this is there's a precedent here at Auburn when he was offensive coordinator at Auburn with Tommy Tuberville. If you remember that, there was some maneuvering back then,
and we said that I think 30 years ago, maybe. So I think the Petrino now.
So maybe it's not fair to the current situation, but there is a background to this or to Bobby that warrants some speculation about whether or not this was something.
I'm not saying he's a snake in the grass, but like once again, when he was hired, if you listen to the way people talk about him around here, and I remember we went to the Arkansas Derby, and it was like Elvis had entered the room.
Yeah, but
I can't imagine being the head coach and watching your coordinator get attention like that. You have to feel like there's something
Sam knew
beyond
his
the scenes.
limitations, and he was okay because I think he knew his limitations. He was okay with hiring a head guy like Barry Odom. And to bring in Coach Petrino again, I mean, that's like bringing in bringing in. I don't think they hired his replacement because before Petrino, T. Will was the second coming in all of that
last year.
So I think Coach Pittman knew his limitations and he was secure in bringing in somebody like that, but you can't go by what the fans want because the fans don't know what they want. They're speaking with their hearts, and I'm speaking as a fan. We did the same thing with Mike Anderson. I said it from the beginning. Coach Petrino that took us to the Sugar Bowl, I don't think is the same coach now.
Let's say
that's not a bad thing.
Let me run through these so it's okay. I just know a lot of folks. We're getting ready to. All right, here we go. Does Roger have a Razorback song about the firing? No, it is not.
It's not about the firing. It's about the fans and what they want.
Someone says Dan Lanning, Rhett Lastly, or Jeff Trailer at UTSA.
Dan Lanning.
Well, I saw Acre put that out there too. Acre said,
what
might as well if you could just
Dan
let me
Lanning.
finish. Here's another one. Sam was okay. This is great. Sam was okay because of $10 million. He is going to get $9 million in addition to the $30 million he's made because of the bout.
They helped him make his decision.
Let's see. When anybody else feel bad for somebody getting $9+ million to be fired, hell, sign me up. It is the craziest business model.
That's right.
David, would you be okay playing linebacker for Travis Williams? You know, it's watching the technique of our linebackers. I don't know if we're not coaching them or they're not disciplined and they're getting back to that football IQ. But it was they were overrunning players, not breaking down. I like Travis Williams. He seems like a great human being. I don't know what's happened in coaching this team. Let's see here. Unless Baz says it or his sponsor says it, it's his is the only truth. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you look at the facts, you know what? Listen, I love Brandon Marcello. Not a big scoop. Yeah, Bobby Petrino we would love to get the gig. He doesn't have to work the phones to get it. There's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to go
until somebody says something different, and I'll eat my words. I don't think Coach Petrino was the snake everybody says he is about this. You can
Right.
say what you want about his past. I'm talking about this.
They fired the wrong guy. It doesn't matter who we get as long as we get the players at what they want will always be the new Vandy. Speaking of Vandy, they continue to roll. They get Alabama this week. Have to go to Bama. Let's see here. Let's see. What the hell is John L.? Don't say Alabama either. Let's see here.
Are you all willing to give Petrino a shot at that job, or do you all want a fresh face?
I just don't think it will happen. I think this season it will be very difficult to win any games. I don't think.
If the money were to line up behind him to drastically change the roster, would you be okay with it?
I don't think. I think if the season is not successful, he does not get a chance.
That's it. I would say
it doesn't matter about
you're
the
asking
money.
me right now. I'd say I don't know. If you ask what at the end of the season, let's see what the results show. If he turns around this season, I mean, it'd be hard not to.
He wins 4 games.
Oh no,
but you could have a situation where the results aren't great, but if the money got behind him,
no. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. That's my opinion. Here's David. Let's see here. David, this could never have happened if you had not made Bobby Petrino cry at the touchdown club and he apologized. Remember that, Raj? That was. Somebody says, who sings the Star Spangled Banner version that you guys play in the Open? That's Faith Hill. Let's see here. By the way, David G. from Searcy. I know y'all had Joe Nichols on the show each week.
Yeah.
He was great at Searcy Saturday night. So there you go. All right, we'll take a break. We've got plenty of people texting. You can call us as well. Give us your opinion who you want to be the coach. What do you think about Sam? And we'll go from there.
We'll play the song when we come back. We'll do that. And I think the very best, listen, Coach Pittman knows that Honey Yurchek made him a solid, a $3 million solid by going right now.
He did. Life isn't just about living, it's about living well. No one understands that better than Baptist Health. They support you on your wellness journey wherever it may lead. Baptist Health really is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Baptist Health provides a range of essential screenings for vital areas such as your heart, prostate, and colon, coupled with comprehensive and personalized care. They utilize state-of-the-art robotic surgeries to ensure faster recoveries and significantly less pain for their patients. You can always rely on the care you receive at Baptist Health to be delivered with Christian compassion. It's no accident that they are recognized as Arkansas's most trusted and innovative healthcare system. Their commitment to excellence is evident in every aspect of their service. When you need a partner in wellness, visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Get ready, hunters. It's the massive hunting sale at Hunter's Refuge in Whitehall, Wednesday through Saturday only. Score huge savings on rifles for the new alternative firearm season, plus big deals on firearms and optics. The savings continue at Hunter's Refuge with deep discounts on hunting apparel, blinds, and essential accessories. Score big on top brands like Drake, Bandit, Lacrosse, Vortex, Smith & Wesson, Savage, and more. Save up to 50% off on casual clothing and footwear. At Hunter's Refuge, it's not just a sport, but a way of life.
Injured? There's only one number you need to know. 888-8888.
At Rainwater Holton Sexton, no case is too big and no insurance company too strong.
Just dial 888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is looking for 50 homeowners to participate in our Rake in the Fall savings event. The first 50 homeowners who call will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. In as little as one day, we'll take your old bathtub down to the studs and complete the installation of your brand new custom-designed walk-in shower. The first 50 homeowners who call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH will receive 75% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 18 months, no interest, no payments, senior and military discounts. You'll receive a $200 Amazon gift card with purchase and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now to receive a $25 restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's H.
Garage is more than a place to park your car. It holds prized possessions and for most is a bustling entryway to the home. That's why LiftMaster designed the first ever opener with a built-in wide-angle camera and a two-way audio, so you can see what matters and secure what's inside. Ensure your family and prized possessions are secure with a reliable garage door opener that's built to last and powered by MyQ for smartphone control. Precision Garage Door of Central Arkansas. Garage door repair, new garage doors, and openers. Check us out at precisiondoorwoodrock.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
You're leaving for work, but the garage door won't open. Is it the opener? Is it a broken spring? Now you're late and your car is trapped. Don't panic. It's easy to schedule a convenient same-day service with a trained technician from Overhead Door Company of Little Rock, the original Red Ribbon Garage Door Company trusted in Little Rock since 1967. Call 501-510-6399 or schedule online at overheaddooroflittlerock.com.
Listen each Friday during Drive Time Sports for the basketball insider in Arkansas. It's Bart Reed, made possible by Martin Orthopedics. With locations in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Cabot, and Hot Springs Village. Staffed with fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists. For more information on the web, go to martinortho.care.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, 6:52. Congratulations to Lane Hatcher and Morgan Hatcher. Big wedding over the weekend after the Notre Dame game. Congratulations. It was a beautiful wedding.
Oh, absolutely.
To the Hatcher family. Chris Kane is here today, brought to you by Trader Bill's.
Hello, good morning. Thanks to Trader Bill's.
We'll do your official opener shortly. Hey, Houston Nutt coming up at 7:30. Kevin Scanlon at 8, in addition to Bill Vickery and others. Still have a few issues with these phones. We're going to try to do graffiti. Hopefully that'll be fine. It is time for Roger's new song of the week. We're really interested to see if he was not affected by the firing.
It's not
of Sam
affected
Pittman.
by that. It's apathy setting in when you see a lot of people say, hey, basketball season is right around the corner. You had some people say, Steve Brown, Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, sent a message yesterday in a group text and said that in the third quarter he even volunteered to go get some shopping done, grocery shopping for his wife. I even asked the crowd after Josh prompted me to ask the crowd at Boudreaux's, let's put on Tombstone. Because everybody's leaving.
That is hilarious.
It's on Paramount. It's always on Paramount.
It's always on.
It's always on Paramount.
Absolutely hilarious.
TV's got it.
I hit that.
Not
up.
a bad idea.
And, of course, so we go to Travis Tritt, and I'm following on Travis Tritt. Yes, he's a crutch now, as Basil said. Travis Tritt is a crutch. We've all heard the song, Here's a Quarter, called Someone Who Cares. Yes?
Yes.
Do you know the song, Chris?
I don't know.
You don't know
Play me the jingle and the tune, and let me see if I can get it.
All right, I'll let you hear that real quick. Let me
Okay.
see if I can do this. No, let me see this. I thought I had it, but I was looking for Gruden. How about this song right here? It's a long opening. I had the Gruden, but we'll find it.
You say you were wrong to ever leave me alone. And now you're sorry. You're lonesome and scared.
Ring a bell?
Not
Yes.
really.
Yeah, I do.
Not for me.
Yes, yes.
Here we go.
All right.
I thought they'd be ready. What the hell went so wrong? Man, I'm sorry. It's too tough to bear. This season's so crappy. I wanna be left alone. Here's my ticket. Give it to someone who cares. Someone who will whoop it and still gives a damn. Get 'em popcorn, they can have my old chair. But don't you come around here handing me, give it one more try. Here's my ticket, give it to someone who cares.
Whoa.
Woo! That's how it is. I not me. That's not a negative song.
Well.
Sounds like tough love.
It's sort of
tough love.
So
Not negative.
You're giving
Someone who cares.
Yeah,
I know. That's what I mean.
It's song for that one.
That's tough love.
It's not a negative song. Tough love.
That's tough love.
It's tough.
That's what it is.
It's not negative. It's not negative.
Not
at all.
Navy Raj over there.
Not even
No.
close. I didn't write that song for me. That's not me talking. I posted, said, "Don't fire the man. Let keep him, give him a job."
The last time we had a coaching, well, not the last time, but I remember there was a coaching firing. Roger back in 1992. Right. Jack Crow was fired, and if I'm not mistaken, the following week we go to Tennessee and upset Tennessee with what's it, Joe? What's his name? Oh my gosh,
Joe Kynes.
Joe Kynes. Thank you. Remember that?
I do.
I don't think that will happen. I just don't think our defense.
It was South Carolina.
Was that who it was?
It was the next week at South Carolina, and they demolished them, 45-7.
How about that?
Yeah.
How crazy is
now, after that, things didn't get much better. But hold on. You were right, Baz. Listen to this. It wasn't the next game, but it was later. No, it was about 4 weeks later.
They upset Tennessee.
Then they upset at number 4 Tennessee, 25-24 in front of 95,000 people.
My wife's looking for houses everywhere, bro. Just so you know, she's looking for houses right now while I'm here in the Little Rock.
Did they ever call you? Did you?
That's not it.
That's not it?
No, not
okay.
mine. We were talking about Coach Gruden's comment about the NIL. So good. It's such a. Of course, there's a contingent out there. Go get Gruden. I had no idea.
I've seen it on the text line.
That's
so good.
It's so good.
So good.
So again, if you've got somebody that you want to see be the next head coach, we'll mention that here in a second. And also, too, we hadn't mentioned it. I didn't have a chance to look at all the other scores. Man, Arkansas State loses again.
Yep.
They've lost 4 in a row.
UCA
lost again.
Well, I'll tell you. We're trending in the right direction. We lost at another ranked opponent, Lamar. No, I'm serious. We got our quarterback back. Our quarterback, Austin Myers, was injured for the first 4 games of the season.
One you were supposed to have.
He won the starting job in fall camp.
Right.
He was the guy that was supposed to start the season, and he came in, threw for 300+ yards, 3 touchdowns, and just fell short at the very end on the 4th down conversion. So
guess what? UAPB.
I saw they got
they're holding the mantle.
They beat Alcorn State
24-20.
Yep. I did. I saw that. Just a few names I was going to mention. A few names that are considered maybe for the Arkansas job, or not be somebody you could point to. Alex Golish, head coach at South Florida.
Yes.
Kenny Dillingham, head coach at Arizona State.
Yes.
John Summerall, head coach at Tulane. Ryan Silverfield, head coach at Memphis. Jeff Traylor, Texas San Antonio. Rhett Lashley, SMU. Some have said Barry Odom, Purdue. Let's see. I don't know this G.J. Kinney at Texas State. Yeah, I don't know very much about him.
He was
but obviously he's done a good job.
He was hot about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
one of the hotter candidates. Yeah.
Which of those names, Chris Canes, gets you excited, if any? Any of them?
Dillingham. I was going to say Dillingham probably.
Tough get.
Dillingham is a.
Dillingham be the one that would make me go.
They committed a lot of resources to
Dillingham is a Norvell. People don't know that, a Norvell disciple. So.
And you know what else he is?
What?
He's got moxie.
Yeah, I like him. He's
a
lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, do not go away. We're glad you're with us. 661-1037 is the text line. We'll try to get your calls and text in a minute.
He said Moxie?
He said Moxie.
How about curtains?
Curtains.
Hey, 1037thebuzz.com. Get your iPhone or Droid app today and take us with you everywhere the wind blows. KABZ, Little Rock.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
What's up, everyone? It's Christian Weaver for The Zone. On Monday, the guys will be on the road at the Little Rock Touchdown Club, thanks to Arkansas Spine and Pain. They'll be speaking to Craig James, the former SMU and New England running back. We'll also be breaking down the weekend that was in sports, focusing mostly on Arkansas versus Notre Dame. We'll have Trey Biddy come on in the first hour thanks to Tired Town Point S to help us out with that. And we'll carry Craig James' comments to the club live in the third hour. It's all that and much more Monday in The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
Where the Hogs hit the hardwood. 1037 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock.
Martino will take over as interim head coach. This decision by athletic director Hunter Yurchik comes after an embarrassing loss in Fayetteville, 56-13, Notre Dame on top of the Hogs. In a statement released by Yurchik, he says, quote, "The goal of our football program is to be highly competitive within the Southeastern Conference and compete for a national championship. As we move forward in the process of finding a new head coach, I am certain we will be able to provide the necessary resources to our staff and team to reach our goals." For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Woo Pig.
Joe Nichols joins Morning Mayhem each week, presented by Bath Fitters. Get the tub or shower you deserve with no gimmicks, just real savings. Check them out at bathfitterlittlerock.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, dry weather is here. Today it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 86 in Little Rock this afternoon. Tonight we'll see a few clouds increasing throughout the night. Call it partly cloudy with a low around 65. And another warm day tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 85 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in each week when Susan Irwin Prowse shares her Keys to the Weekend music events calendar with Justin and DJ. Brought to you by Willie D's and Big Red Dog Productions. Big Red Dog Productions is your gateway to music excellence in Central Arkansas and beyond. Visit entertainersguide.com to see the weekly calendar and submit your shows.
Football is back, and there's so much to wager on, from NFL to college football. And there's not a better time to download the Oaklawn Sports app in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Plus, you can take advantage of the Oaklawn Sports new player offer. New customers can earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Once you deposit, you're automatically enrolled in the promotion, and you'll receive a second chance on your first bet each of your first 10 days for up to $100 in bonus bets per day. Download the Oaklawn Sports app to check out all the details. There's also a 10% profit boost. New and existing customers on qualifying three-leg parlays and same-game parlays earn a profit boost of up to 10%. That means your parlay with odds of plus 1,000 can turn into a parlay with odds of plus 1,100. Check out all the details on the Oaklawn Sports app. Futures, outright winners, spreads, totals, player props, game props, and live in-game wagering. If you can name it, you can probably bet on it with the Oaklawn Sports app. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best and favorite sports betting app. So do what thousands have done. Download the Oaklawn Sports app today.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The Payroll Company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Crisp, refreshing with just 2.6 carbs and only 95 calories. Brewed for those who never settle. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
The Grove Hunting Club in Jefferson County is first class, recognized nationally for some of the best guided waterfowl hunts in the South, and their deer herd keeps growing annually. New this year, you can deer hunt in Arkansas or at their new hunting ranch in Texas. The Grove's 13,000 square foot main lodge in Arkansas can accommodate 50 hunters with 30 private rooms, a locker room, and a pro shop, and several private cabins and a secondary lodge. Call 870-692-3221, thegrovehuntingclub.com.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from Fletcher Dodge right here in Sherwood. I want to announce that we're going to have a big contest in September between the Fletcher Dodge store and our Fletcher Honda store in Bentonville. This is a big challenge for us. The Honda store is the #1 volume store in all of Arkansas. To win this contest, Fletcher Dodge has to sell more vehicles than ever before. So here's what we're going to do. It's simple. We will not be undersold. We're putting my best price right on the windshield. Everyone gets my best price. There are no gimmicks. No, you have to trade in here or you have to finance for here. You don't have to do any of that. You just get the best price. We're going to set sales records at Fletcher Dodge and at Fletcher Honda. So come see us in person in Sherwood. Ask for Chris, the general manager, or my grandson, Sam Fletcher. See why Taylor Green buys his trucks at Fletcher Dodge. Shop in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop us at FletcherDeals.com.
It's bigger than basketball. The Hoops for St. Jude Tip-Off Classic hits the FedEx Forum October 27 as Arkansas takes on the Memphis men's team, all to support the life-saving mission of St. Jude. Get tickets now at stjude.org/hoops.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If I can change.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
And you can change.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Everybody can change.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore. For more than a decade, Chris Kane has graced the airwaves of KATV Channel 7 as weekend sports anchor with Steve Sullivan, and then later news anchor and personality on KATV's Daybreak Morning Show. He's the current MC of the prestigious Miss Arkansas pageant. He's guest hosted every show on The Buzz, and he's an expert on solar power. But today, it's all about mayhem. Brought to you by Trader Bill's. Check out their new line of pontoon boats in Hot Springs and off I-30 in Little Rock, and get out on the water.
Good morning, CK. Great to have you.
Good morning, gentlemen. Wow, we just knew no matter what, right? No matter what, today was going to be an interesting show.
No matter what happened, it's going to be
no
an
matter
interesting
what.
show.
No matter what.
They're marveling.
A couple things. Craig James speaking at the Touchdown Club today. One of the one half of the Pony Express. One of the great running backs. People forget he's the second all-time leading rusher at SMU, 3,400 yards. I played against him. The dude was a darn good player, but nobody remembers him. No, I won't say that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that.
He's not put in the same context because of Eric Dickerson. He's not put in the same level, but he was really, really good coming out of high school and was paid well, I'm sure, just like Dickerson was.
He probably was. We'll find out a little bit more today. You know, Dickerson, his NFL career was so incredible that that's right. It segued an outstanding college career into a Pro Football Hall of Fame career. And so James, who was his college backfield teammate, and Roger made the point earlier, you know, and D-Mac, who's said it before, what would he have been without Peyton Hillis and without Felix Jones? We don't know. And I think you could say the same thing about Craig James. You know, Eric Dickerson needed Craig James to spell him in that backfield to have that. Hey, there's a lot of mileage on those guys.
Yeah.
And back in those days especially, a lot more mileage, and they were taking a lot more carries. The UCA running back on Saturday, 30 carries for Landon Chambers. Acre and I looked at each other and we said, when does that happen anymore?
You won't see that very
in
much
college
anymore.
football, when it used to be the norm. So I think those guys needed each other back then. I'm interested to hear what he has to say.
Houston Nutt at 7:30, Kevin Scanlon at 8:05, both prominent figures in Arkansas football history, and people, I think, respect their opinion. Kevin was on campus this week. He is the chairman of the Razorback Foundation.
Oh, wow.
Not the executive director, but the chairman. So he knows about all this has been going on. Now, he's not going to come on there and don't come on here and tell us, you know, all the secrets, but he was with Coach Schultz this weekend. I'd love to hear his opinion. He was in the running for the AD job, you know.
Officially, wow.
Yeah, but remember, you know, when Hunter got the job. And, of course, Houston, you know, is a guy that, you know, loves the program, and I'll be curious to hear what he's got to say about maybe moving forward. What does he think the program needs? Let's hit a couple some D3 Auto Sales text line. We'll also hear Roger's song here in a second too. From the 501, if this football program will ever be competitive year in and year out, and will ever be respected nationally, this is the time to use every resource to have to ensure that happens. Two things: a proven head coach, not a retread whose best years are behind him, and the commitment to a very generous NIL fund to get in the rooms with other, you know, big-time programs. All right? Someone says Houston Nutt for AD. All right? What was the biggest turning point in the Sam Pittman era?
Turning point?
Losing.
Negatively?
Well, you know what? When he fired Judy Henry, I think it went downhill from there.
Hard to
karma.
Not for his wallet.
Well, let me tell you. So Bielema, you could point to
when he lost Sam Pittman, when he lost the assistants.
Well, no, I would actually say when he lost back-to-back
the games
to Missouri and
themselves,
Virginia Tech. That was a turning point in the Bielema era. Who, by the way, he won this past weekend, thrilling game against USC.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I have one like that with Sam. You know, like where there was one or two moments where you explicitly go, maybe it's losing Kendall Bryles.
Didn't he lose to San? He started losing some of those games like to San Jose State and other teams that again, when you start losing those kind of games.
Sam did?
I think he did. If
When
I'm not
was San
mistaken.
Jose State?
I don't know if he lost San
They
Jose.
lost to BYU?
Morris definitely did.
Did he not? Google it and see.
Remember the BYU home game?
Yeah, I lost to BYU.
That was a rough one.
He also goes out to BYU and wins out
I think
there.
it was the one. I think it was the turning point is a collection of one-score losses. How about that? It's
certainly
a
say that.
systemic issue
Yeah.
that is beyond just
Yeah,
one.
not winning
emphasis.
close games.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the evidence and also the fact that they would a variety of players would do it. Like I go back to last year against Oklahoma State, and Baz, you mentioned it. The fact they didn't come out with killer instincts, the chance to put them away in the third quarter, and they're doing things like suplexing guys after the whistle. They fumbled against Texas. They fumbled against Ole Miss. They fumbled against Memphis. And it's different players each time. The fact that there's not a collective attention to detail and focus, A&M game last year too. They let go of the rope a bit. There was not a focus late in games compared to their opponents, and I think that was a theme, at least to me, the last 2 years that kind of cost him the job.
From the 870, Kyle from Searcy, Gruden will bring instant relativity to the program as well as a bag full of NIL money. Keep losing games in Missouri like he did in one-score games. They were never the same after Jefferson fumbled at Texas A&M. Boy, I remember that. Remember we were getting ready to go on.
Fumbles.
21.
Well, he
21.
dove from the 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Someone said turning point was, let's see here, Pittman's biggest mistake was hiring Dan Enos.
Okay.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
Sam probably.
Wow.
I know. Remember that?
Was that last year?
2
Good
years
Lord.
ago.
You're Danny knows?
Technically 3. I think.
Yeah.
Has it been? Okay, because that's right.
They
'cause
brought
the trainer
him in with KJ
been that
last
long
year.
already?
Yeah.
Good. And he left half a season, right? Didn't they get rid of him before the end of the
Florida
season?
game.
Yeah,
Florida
they
game,
did,
right?
because
Yeah.
Kenny Guyton was
Night
calling
nurse.
plays. That was when Daninos was emailing students back and forth.
Big Enos and little Enos just didn't work.
Sam probably had a old cold beer last night. His best night's sleep in years. Maybe so.
Maybe.
Let's see. Somebody says Dan Mullen. I like Dan. I just don't.
Terrible
I
recruiter.
don't think he's the answer for us. Let's see here. Again, we thank everybody for sending the messages. Biggest turning point in the Sam Pittman era: KJ trying to jump in the end zone for the 5-yard line against A&M, and Sam firing Judy Henry and changing to Jimmy Sexton. Let's see here. Let's see where
UNLV is 4-0.
But didn't that go well for Sam?
What's that?
Hiring Judy Henry? Like, he did make more money, didn't he?
Well, we fired her. He fired her to go to Jimmy Sexton after they went 9-4, and he didn't have a better year since that point.
But didn't he make a? But I don't think their agent had anything to do with his coaching.
No, but it's karma. Is the point of it. It's just he said it wasn't about money.
That's right.
And then
that's lie.
And then the way he handled it was very poor. He handled it very poorly.
And he's still handling it poorly, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah, at the touchdown club every year.
Let's see here.
I agree.
I like all those names, but Dillingham, I don't think he can get it done. That's Chris. Someone says, does Dion have aspirations getting the SEC?
Wally mentioned him.
Yeah, they lost. They're going to struggle this year, right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that
They
Dion's
lost
a good
to
fit.
a good BYU team, and they had the lead and then squandered it late. So I don't know.
Yeah, not many post game or rewinds do you see on Saturday where he's on there like last year.
Yeah, I don't think he's a good fit. I don't think he's a good fit for Arkansas.
Oh, no,
I don't
think so.
think at this point,
I don't know who's a good fit.
Here's one that says, I hadn't heard Juracek's statement until Gary just read it. That has to take Pittman off.
Who's Gary?
I don't know. Maybe it's another show.
It's our news guy.
Oh, yeah. No, Gary Burton. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Good call.
Juracek admitted, thanks, Roger. Juracek admitted 2 weeks ago that a football program isn't funded at the level necessary to go compete for a national championship. And apparently, in the statement, he says we're going to hire somebody to compete for the national championship.
He did.
Yeah,
He did.
That's one of the big questions too. Let me keep reading there. Again, should Hunter Juracek be the guy that hires the next coach? There is a portion of
Let's
this fan
get that
base.
question of the day out ASAP. Member FDIC, ESPN 1 and 2, Josh. Whichever
You want
one.
that?
Well,
I don't know, whatever, but we need to get it out now.
When you
I
ask
guess.
that question, though, what's the function of the Vice Chancellor of Athletics?
Yeah, to
hire. So if he's not going to do it, then they need to get him out as soon as possible.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He threw I think he threw the search committee out there because I think it gives him some protection where people go, oh, it's not just you. Well, good, all right, because it was just going to be you. We don't want you being the only guy to hire the
That's
coach.
good. Maybe it isn't covered.
I want to be on a college football coach search
but
committee.
that's
How do we
right.
get on? How do we get on these
You're
committees?
so right.
You heard what Hildebrand said.
What?
The search committee calls Jimmy Sexton.
Okay, that's it. Why wouldn't they?
I had a bunch of his buddies all got into consulting.
Yeah.
At like 28, I'm like, who?
What a racket.
What do you do?
Consulting.
Like, 50-year-olds, like 50-year-old business owners are consulting with you lot,
and they pay you. They pay you for your opinion.
Radio consultants
Yeah.
come
Amazing.
in, and they have to change something up, or there's no reason to have them.
We call them insultants.
That's right. Most radio consultants, after they left this gig, they usually went to manage Radio Shacks.
One of them gave me a paperclip one time and said, "All right, so describe this paperclip, and use as many and that was your insulted time." Yeah.
Someone says here, please no more experiments.
Insultant.
Yes.
Please no more experiments proving winner somebody's in that will raise money for the program, not another. Well, wait and see. Saban, Myers, Gruden, think big. I tell you, these are coming in hot and fast. G.J. Kinney.
He's going to get a lot of love.
Was quarterback for Gus Malzahn at Tulsa.
He was.
Did not realize that.
He revived, University of Incarnate Word in kind of the Austin area. He brought them to FCS national relevance and then jumped ship to Texas State.
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward, that's right.
At Incarnate Word.
That's exactly right.
And in Texas State and San Marcos, he's done a very, very good job.
Yeah.
He's young, offensive-minded, Gus guy. I think you could do a lot
They're
worse.
3-1 right now currently with wins against Eastern Michigan at UTSA. They lost at Arizona State, and they just beat Nichols.
They beat Texas Tech 2 years ago?
Yeah, I believe so.
Someone said maybe you've gone over this, but can you explain what it would take for Petrino to be allowed to be named new head coach? Would it require a vote or something like that from the U of A administration? It is interesting from an HR perspective. I think for them to have gotten to this point, he may be able legally to be able to whatever they did to get him back this time, they might be able to get the vote to allow him if that were to be the decision to become head coach. I don't know
How much does his wife play into him?
I don't know.
Sticking
She
around. Obviously, but he gets to go back. He doesn't have as much responsibility as I'm not to say that he doesn't work hard. I don't know.
Somebody says that Brent Key, Joe Brady. I think Joe wants to be. He's former Burroughs Award winner who was at LSU. I think he wants to be an NFL head coach. Brent Key at Georgia
and he's gonna
Tech.
have a pretty good chance at it.
Yeah, Brent Key's at
he's at Georgia Tech, who had a comeback win this past weekend.
I like him. I don't think he's the fit for us.
Do you all think that there would be too much of a problem in hiring Petrino because the way that Yurachek pitched, had mentioned it in his statement? I mean, I don't think he would say it if there'd be a lot of barriers to him getting that job.
That's what I'm saying. I think they had to, just getting him back, they had to adopt some new
I don't think it's going to be a problem.
language. Yeah.
By the way, Brent Key is at his alma mater, so he went to Georgia Tech. That might not be an easy. Yeah.
Somebody said 1A, Rhett Lastly, 1B, Joe Summerall, 2 GJ Kinney, 3 Gruden. And then AD, BAZZEL, 1A, Nutt, 1B, Nutt, and 2 Van Horn, Vitello Baseball. Roger, I love that song. Great song from Rebecca. I'm driving back from Bentonville yesterday, listening to Peter Burns on the This Weekend in Sports, whatever. And I say, wow, that sounds just like Rebecca. And it's Rebecca.
Oh, wow.
She's calling the national show, and I think she talked about Notre Dame, and then she talked about, I think she was talking about her Chiefs. Oh, no, maybe it was the Ryder Cup. And then she started saying, she said something about Trump. She goes, well, after seeing the behavior by, after we have a president who behaves like they cut her out where she started getting into that's. We haven't talked about that too. Yeah. Come on, people. Come on, man. It's embarrassing. F you, Rory, while he's trying to putt. Yeah. Come on, man. Way embarrassing. First of all, you got your butts beat yesterday, and then you got a bunch of fans out there.
And Rory loved America.
Yeah,
he talked about loving America
and
saying what he did. That's
and the rest of the fans booed the guy. What's the matter with us? We're so stupid.
It's
maybe
so
it's the
divisive.
alcohol. I don't know, but toss them off the course, find out their names, and never invite them back. This was tacky.
It was worse than tacky.
The U.S. had a shot yesterday to mount one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen. It fell just short, but the U.S. was a lot better in individual play.
Went down swinging.
And they were terrible in team play.
I love seeing.
And the fans were awful.
I love seeing DeChambeau sort of get into there. Somebody got mad at it. It was like
caddy.
Got a little tense. Yeah,
the caddy.
Someone says HDM for AD.
I see, and I'm wondering if never mind. I'm gonna let you too much talk.
Let's see here. We don't have NIL money, but we can pay This is a great point. We don't have enough NIL money, but we can pay $9 million for a coach to leave. Mr. Radicek needs to be gone. Let's see here. Hog fans need to Hog fans need to come to the realization that we can't give enough NIL to catch up to the bigger schools. The best we can hope for is 9-3 or 8-4.
I'll take it.
Let's see. Isn't that the truth? Listen, thanks so much. We're getting so many of these things. Just trying to run through the best we can. Given the upcoming opponents and how bad the defense is, Bobby deserves a chance at next sure, unless we find 100% slam dunk, he must somehow show.
He's got to win five or more games,
an
right?
amazing deal. I just think that's the way it is.
I mean, that to me would be the where there's a serious consideration point.
Someone says John Gruden, Bobby Petrino, or Gus Malzahn. I don't think Gus Malzahn will get offered the job here. I think he used this job he used this position to get money on more than one occasion with his agent.
He's in Florida, crying out.
Well, yeah, he's
an offensive
Tallahassee,
coordinator at FSU who lost Friday night.
I wonder who his agent is. Do you think his agent just send like the
it was Sexton. It was Sexton.
Do you think they just send Jeffs back and forth every time the Arkansas job?
I know.
Just guess what? Another $2 million.
I know. Hey, Tony Elliott, Raj, former Broyles Award winner with a major. I thought he might not make it there at Virginia, but they're 4-0 in the top 25.
You know who his quarterback is?
I know, Chad Morris' son. How about that? How crazy is that? That was How about that guy? I don't know if you saw it, Raj. Did you see the guy that missed the ball for FSU? He was covered up with 1,000 people. I think five or 10 people were hurt. In that, yeah,
it was the fastest field rush I've ever seen.
It was. Let's get to Zippy in real quick, Raj. And I know that we talked about being there Thursday. They had their number to hit, and they go through today and tomorrow. Zippy, how close are you to your number, bud?
We're 6 away, so we got today and tomorrow.
All right, so that means you're going to cut somebody. There are going to be 6 amazing deals. And anyone in particular you want to push?
Well, we got the 0% for Rams. 0% on the Grand Cherokees, and then I'll take any reasonable offer. So if you got to trade, me and Frank talked about it again yesterday. I mean, this number was so far away a week ago, and we've closed that gap all the way down. So when you're not going to hit a number, you're worried that if you give all this money away, you're just going to lose a bunch of money. So we're going to hit the number. So we're going to spread all the love to everybody.
Today and tomorrow.
We probably had. Today and tomorrow. We had 8 or 9 Buzz listeners since Thursday.
Nice.
So
wonderful.
We had a big day on
with
Saturday.
everything that you're giving, the discounts and everything you're giving. Also, remember, folks, Frank wants the gray vehicles gone. Find you a gray vehicle on there and say, I'll take that gray one, Zippy, on top of everything else if I can get dinner for 2 at Riverfront.
Okay, well, keep up the great work, Zippy. Hopefully we can get those 6 today. Get those 6 today or tomorrow, man.
Absolutely.
It's like a
your demo on Saturday morning.
You sold it?
I sold it on Saturday morning. So last day and a half.
How about that? Listen, you want to stay away from Frank after Saturday for a little bit, and that was.
He might be happy with his guy.
He's got to be excited for Bobby to have the chance.
He's got a shot.
Nobody thought that would ever happen. I don't think. Not in Arkansas. I don't think anybody was willing to.
No.
Back when it happened
10 years ago,
you would never have said, "This is a scenario that could happen."
If you would have done a bet on that,
that's right.
The odds would have been. Casinos would have said, "No, that's too high."
Thanks, Zippy. Keep
Thanks,
up the good work, buddy.
You never know. Have a good one, guys.
Hi, buddy. By the way, I'm having the absolute worst year picking games for the Oaklawn Sports app on college. 0 for 4. 0 for 4.
What did you pick?
I had Indiana. Of course, they do their
Who they play?
Yeah, the 2-point. They had that one, and then I have FSU.
Yeah.
I had to go back and look
Let's
at
see.
Auburn A&M.
Favorite. Okay.
You know what I did
They're all
last?
favorites.
No,
this week. This weekend they were all favorites.
No, we're not. Last night I went with the Cowboys plus 6.5.
No. I mean, in college.
Yeah.
They were all favorites.
I was 2-0 in the pro, so I'm 4-1 in my last 5 picks for the NFL. So I think I've got maybe a little bit of rhythm with the NFL.
Yeah.
But man, the college is kicking my butt. So bet against whatever I pick.
Fade
them.
Fade
me. You know what, Roger? Thanks for not giving up on me, though. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna keep fighting.
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna keep
Let me
fighting.
tell you something. If I continue to take on your bets and I do not make enough Christmas money, well, guess what? That wasn't in God's plan. And my kids will appreciate the fact that we have Christmas dinner.
Let's hear your song as we go to break. Let's take the break. We'll come back with Used to Nut. Let's do that.
We'll take this song out. It is, again, it's not a negative song. The better story is always in the losing locker room, and we go back to back with Travis Tritt. Sing it if you know it. I thought they'd be ready. What the hell went so wrong? Man, I'm sorry. It's too tough to bear. This season's so crappy, I wanna be left alone. Here's my ticket, give it to someone who cares. Someone who will whoop it and still gives a damn. but don't you come around here handing me. Give it one more try. Here's my ticket. Give it to someone who cares. Woo! Go Hawks!
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on Morning Mayhem by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer.
This is Sports Center.
A tough weekend for Arkansas's Division I football teams. First, the Hogs lost to Notre Dame 52-13 in what was the 8th worst home loss in school history. The Hogs dropped to 2-3. Head coach Sam Pittman was fired, and now interim head coach Bobby Petrino takes over. The UCA Bears lost their third straight game on Saturday. It was a 35-32 loss at Lamar. They are now 1-3 overall. Arkansas State suffered another loss as well. That's 4 in a row for them. They lose to UL Monroe 28-16 on Saturday. One Division I team in Arkansas that did win, UAPB. The Golden Lions beat Alcorn State 24-20 to get to 2-2 overall. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, dry weather is here. Today it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 86 in Little Rock this afternoon. Tonight we'll see a few clouds increasing throughout the night. Call it partly cloudy with a low around 65. And another warm day tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 85 degrees. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Register now for the 2025 Bud Light SEC Pick'em Challenge for your chance to win a 50-inch TV. Make sure to submit your picks each week so you can have the most points at the end of the season. Whoever has the most points will be the 2025 Bud Light SEC Pick'em Challenge winner and receive the 50-inch TV. Register online at 1037thebuzz.com. Only on your fun and game station, 1037 The Buzz.
Synergenics and Low T Center, they're the original MVPs of the testosterone replacement therapy game, y'all. They've been changing the lives of men across the country for over a decade. And look, over the years, sure, a lot of other players have entered the TRT game, but the reality is Synergenics and Low T Center are hands down simply the best. It's not just talk, it's true. It's what they do. They can completely change every aspect of your life. Fellas, if you've been thinking about TRT, know this. If you want to be better at work, better with your wife, better in the gym, fellas, you can absolutely crush it all. And on top of that, you choose if you want treatments in clinic or at home. Ladies, Synergenics and Low T Center are calling you as well. They have a long history of helping women find the hormonal balance that brings balance back into their lives. For a limited time only, visit Synergenics or Low T Center, book a free consultation, and automatically enter for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events. Ladies, gents, what are you waiting for, man? Restore your energy like a pro and get on with the rest of your life. Book your appointment now at TRTMVP.com. That's TRTMVP.com. You'll be wishing you did it sooner.
Arkansas round ballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Get ready, hunters. It's the massive hunting sale at Hunter's Refuge in Whitehall. Wednesday through Saturday only. Score huge savings on rifles for the new alternative firearm season, plus big deals on firearms and optics. The savings continue at Hunter's Refuge with deep discounts on hunting apparel, blinds, and essential accessories. Score big on top brands like Drake, Bandit, Lacrosse, Vortex, Smith & Wesson, Savage, and more. Save up to 50% off on casual clothing and footwear at Hunter's Refuge. It's not just a sport, but a way of life.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
What? Fade and go.
You hear that?
So go over there for all the latest hunting boats as well as we gear up for hunting season coming up.
We played that clip of Houston because we got him on the phone right here. We're going to the Hodges Little Rock Glass Hotline and talk to former Razorback head football coach Houston Nutt. What's up, H?
What do you say, David? How y'all doing?
Obviously, we've been through these coaching changes 4 times. One of them included you back in, I forget what year it was, but that's how long we've been doing this radio show, Houston. And it's never a fun deal when you see somebody get fired. You've been through that before. That's not a fun deal, but it shows the passion of fans when they want to get involved and give their opinion about this and that. So that's what we're doing today, and appreciate you jumping on with us. By the way, Craig James at the Touchdown Club today, and as a former head coach, Houston, I know this is everybody makes good money, but bottom line, it doesn't matter where you are. Getting fired is never an easy deal.
No, it really isn't. Well, I hate to see anybody get let go, and I understand that feeling, and it's a bad feeling when you're not wanted, but. You said, I heard you say that after I was on the way back from Stillwater, I had a couple players got inducted there, and they had the same thing with Mike Gundy, and of course now Mike been there 21 years. But like you said, anytime you let your coach go, it's not a good feeling. I had never really met Sam Pittman, but he always seemed like a class guy, a nice guy.
When you look at this team, just from an evaluation standpoint, you were with CBS Sports, doing the media deal for a long time, being an analyst, and obviously a long-time head coach in the SEC. When you look at this team, what are the deficiencies you see? Obviously, on defense, it's obvious, Houston. This defense has a major problem, and I don't know if it's correctable at this point. But any other things that you notice about this team and why it is where it is?
The biggest thing that stands out is speed. And when you see a lack of speed, it's some very important positions. That's always bothersome. It's a different world, compared to when I had it. But when you have 70 new players, I think was that the number, Dave?
Yeah, I think I think it was 40. Yeah. I think it was 40. I think it was 40 transfer and signees. I think it was 40 around that 40 number. I think
40. Okay, 40. Okay, there's some schools get up to 70, but
that's
40.
Right.
That's a tough, to me, a locker room each and every year. When I speak to a couple of these teams before the season, I remember speaking to Rhett Lashley's team 2 or 3 years ago, and I said, how's it look? He said, well, we got 27 new players. I said, how'd they do in spring? Well, they wasn't here in spring, Coach. And so that's a whole different deal. Right. Where you're in August, you think they're a little older, you think you got a little film on them, but the thing that shows up is, when a team can just take the ball and go 6 yards, 8 yards, 15, 20, 5, and just keep the ball and go down the field where it's almost easy, boy, that's tough. And then offensively, when you have you got a quarterback that can run, that can move like Taylon Green, man, to me it's got to be a little bit different, because when you do get an 18-point lead, and I know you still want to pour it on, you better start looking at the clock, and you better start maybe shortening the game to help your defense.
Yeah, right.
Because that's, to me, what shows up. I think your offensive line has gotten better. Receivers, you always look to have one. You want one that can take the top off, that can say, hey, you better back off. And you probably don't have that, but you do have good receivers. And the backs, look okay. But, we were fortunate to have guys like Darren McFadden and Felix Jones, Peyton Hillis, Madre Hills, those kind of guys that, really were just, over and beyond.
What do you think, Houston? Give some hope to this fan base. A lot of frustration. You heard the comments by Hunter Yurachek about not ready to win a national championship in football. In the other sports, yes. What kind of hope can you give for fans out there just thinking, will this program ever get back to getting to Atlanta, Georgia for the SEC championship and getting to double-digit wins or 9 or 10 wins? Give us some hope to say that it can happen.
Well, David, you know me, and Joe Klein, he always called in, and he would shake his head sometimes, but I believe it. I believe it can happen. I really do. If you go back and look at '98, we're Western Division champions, and really expecting to play Tennessee again, but we get beat at Mississippi State, and we don't get to go play them again, so we feel like we can beat them. We do go to Atlanta in '02, go to Atlanta in '06, '07, and so you got three times you were Western Division champions. Really should have won it outright the last time we were there with McFadden and them, but we didn't. But think about this, though. With the way things are set up now, you can't tell me that 98, 02, 06, or 07 team, one of those four teams, wouldn't get in that 12-team playoff. And you wouldn't want to play the Razorbacks. You wouldn't want to play us in December, not with we're rolling and we're healthy. You wouldn't want to do it, and anything can happen. SMU made the playoff. I mean, anything can happen. So the thing that's discouraging for me as a homegrown boy is on the sideline is when I look up and I see 6, 7, 8 guys leaving the state. That bothers me. And then so if we go out and get an outsider that we think's older, more mature, and has laps around the track, well, guess what? You better play like a Razorback. You better play real hard because, David, I don't know the rules. But if I'm in there on that first meeting Sunday after a game like Saturday when you had a beautiful crowd with the little highlights I've seen, if I come in that meeting room, I want to know the rules because I would tell the team, listen, I'm going to give back a little bit from my monthly check, and I want you to give back a little bit from your monthly check because that's not how Razorback plays. We got more pride than that. We can play harder than that. And I would ask him if that's the best you can do.
Wow.
And so now is the time where you got to circle it up. You shut the door, and Coach Petrino's got to shut the door and say, hey, get in or get out right now. Get in or get out right now.
Get in or get out.
No doubt.
You're in or out.
I like it, Coach.
Is you
yeah.
eat? Or is
Yeah.
you ain't?
So let me ask you this, Houston. And so you feel confident too? There's been a discussion about Arkansas being behind in the money area. You feel good too that Arkansas can compete with other schools, whether it be Ole Miss or I'm saying Texas, and I know we're not gonna have the money Texas has, or maybe an Ohio State, but you feel too there's enough money in this state, there's enough money with our supporters for us to compete on the NIL level as well.
I do. Now again, I'm not involved with every day,
right?
But I've been at Ole Miss. And I know we can compete with Ole Miss. I know that. I'd like to know the number. I'd like to know the number of dollars we spent on defense this year. What was that number? And so if I find that out, and let's do a little bit of reevaluation right there, and with that number that you give me, go back and look at an evaluation of we can do better here, and just I know it's a different world. I get it because I'm sitting there eating popcorn and Coca-Cola and watching, and everything's different. But I still believe that it can happen. I believe that you can win at the University of Arkansas.
Breaking news on several fronts. Different members of the Arkansas media are reporting this. Arkansas has fired defensive coordinator Travis Williams, defensive line coach Deke Adams, and co-defensive coordinator Marcus Woodson. So we had talked about this. We saw this happen over at Oklahoma State with Doug Meacham taking over, and they fired Todd Grantham as a defensive coordinator. So not shocked by this. Wow. 3 of them, though. Wow, that's some big numbers. That's a lot of movement right there.
A lot of GAs getting an opportunity now, or at least assistant coaches.
I guess so. And I don't know, are the rules, can you bring in somebody? Do you have to just promote within? I wonder what the rules are at that point.
I think you can bring them in. I think you can bring anybody you want in.
Okay. Wow, that's something. Well, Houston, I mean, I'm with you. I just, I feel like it has the potential. We've seen it, but part of it is money. Part of it is, you're the product you put on the field, and I'm like you. I hate it for Sam Pittman, but he had a great opportunity. I know he's very appreciative of that opportunity he's had. And also, before we let you go, I wanted to. I know you've got some amazing brothers. And one of them was inducted into a Hall of Fame this weekend.
Yes. Dickie is being inducted to the Arkansas State Hall of Fame. Dennis was an assistant for him, and they're the only group only coaches that's taken the Arkansas State is Indians at the time to the NCAA tournament, so that's well deserved. And I tell you, those Nutt basketball coaches got to last a little longer, man. I'm a little jealous.
I mean, it's obviously. What's that? You a little jealous?
I said Dickey's still at Missouri, and then Dennis is still a head coach at Ouachita Baptist University, going on, I think, about his 15th year. So
yes.
they get to keep doing it.
Well, that's exciting for Dickey. Very, very deserving. Again, as the only coach to take ASU to the NCAA in history. So you Nutt family boys are good boys. Good boys.
Good stock. Come from good stock.
Got a good mama. And listen, Houston. I believe we can get back. This next hire is very important, and need to rally and find the money and do all the things. And but we can be better, and we should expect better. Houston.
Looking at that schedule. I know it's tough, but look at the schedule real close. LSU's got real problems on offense now, real problems. And if you can slow them down a little bit, that to me is a winnable game. Auburn, they got problems.
Right.
So Mississippi State's got better, but I mean, there's some things on there. I think there's some games on there you can get done. The thing that's going to be tough is now you're bringing in new coaches. You got an off date, so you got 2 weeks to get some things done. It won't be easy, but hey, it can happen.
Well, Houston, appreciate you as always, and I know how much you love this state too. And it was tough to watch that Saturday. I've been in that stadium before, and it's tough to see us get embarrassed. And you hate it for everybody, hate it for the fans, hate it for those players. It's embarrassing, and that was about as bad as it gets. But we always appreciate you, and we miss you, man. We have a lot of people go, "When's Houston coming back?" I said, "He's busy being a granddaddy." That's right, he's busy being a granddaddy, right?
You got an all-star lineup, man. You got the T-Max and Dan Hamptons, Walter Coleman.
Yeah,
Terry Bradshaw.
Well, we miss you, but you know what? Thanks to Roger. Roger always is ready to punch up your quote.
Always.
Yeah, let's
it's the greatest. This is the greatest.
Listen, and when we need some picking up, Houston, we look to Roger and Roger. We need some Houston.
I need the feels. I need the feels, Raj.
This is your home. You hear that? You hear that? That's special. There's a lot of lions, tigers, and bears, but there ain't but one Razorback. Not but one.
Not but one.
Well, I will. You're not. Listen, you're not asking for this, but I will tell you this, boys. The athletic department and the U of A, they need guys like Houston Nutt. And we got Kevin Scanlon coming up here shortly. They need guys like Kevin Scanlon involved with that program. I think it's missing. That athletic department on the Hill is missing some things.
Heart.
Yeah, it's missing some Arkansas stuff too.
Yeah.
And I'm not
talking about with Trainer.
Yeah, not just you, Houston, but others. I think there are people that.
That's right.
And just like I was not happy about Kevin Trainer in that situation. That's a bad move, and that's the kind of guy you want. That's not the guy you fire. That's the guy you want.
Right.
And so you figure out a way to make it work. So thankfully for the chancellor that worked out. I know he was a long time SID for you, Houston. But hey, thanks for jumping on with us. Tell Dickie we said congratulations.
Thanks,
give your mom a hug for us.
All right, I'll do it. Thank you, guys.
Houston, thanks, buddy.
Coach.
All right, there you go.
Hey, do you think is he like Cal? If you're a donor, when he calls you, you're like, I didn't plan on giving. Man, after a couple minutes of fun with him, it's hard not to.
He would be outstanding. If they were smart, they would involve Houston Nutt
in some way,
NIL or something. Because you're right, Josh. That's exactly right. He's got that ability. He loves the state, and I know people can go, I went to Ole Miss. I get all that, but he still loves his state.
Why is he calling us? It's like he's a granddad. He's calling us. Why?
Hey, time heals. Just look at the current situation. Time heals.
Samantha, you hear that?
I think we got to get the clip where he said he walks in. He said, if I walk in the locker room, he said that today I tell him I'm gonna take a cut. You should take a cut. And the rest of you, if you don't want to, if you're not ready, get out of here.
If you ain't in, you're out.
Let's make sure and clip that, Josh, and get that
out. Clip it.
What do you guys think about the breaking news?
We talked about it earlier this morning, and not that surprised, right? There was some friction already.
Yeah, I thought he would get rid of Williams, but I didn't know he would do. Of course, it makes sense.
If those were his guys.
Who did that?
What's that?
Who got
Petrino.
rid?
Petrino.
Petrino did that.
Absolutely.
Well, considering that an
Well,
hour
wait a
ago
second,
you
I
told
say,
us.
think Josh just sent me audio from that meeting with Coach Petrino and the defense.
Hit that guy on that. Move it.
Coach, listen, that is really that's right to the point.
Our buddy Matt with Harding says, well, we're talking about great coaches. The best coach and culture builder in America is Paul Simmons. His record is in his last 33 games is 31-2. Only current coach in the state of Arkansas to win a national championship. He has created a heck of a culture over there of winning. They need to let his son play some more at linebacker. I'm just saying.
That's what he said.
I mean, it can't be worse than what they're
Oh,
doing
my
right now.
gosh, Lord.
Hey,
Raj?
Baz,
Yes.
considering that an hour ago you told us that the relationship between Travis Williams and Petrino is bad, I would not surprised. to answer your own question.
That's right.
And I believe it goes back quite a ways too, because from what I recall, Travis Williams was on Atlanta when Petrino left in the middle of the night.
I forgot about
So
that.
I
He played linebacker there.
I believe
Oh,
Travis
did he
Williams
really?
was
Yes,
on the
on the
Falcons
Falcons.
when Petrino
I
left.
I've never heard
That's
that.
gotta
Oh
be
yeah,
it.
and so
That's
I
gotta
don't
be
know.
it.
Look, hey, time heals, but I don't know if it's a deep seated distrust potentially there that was
About his,
not able
his
to be
treatment of the
overcome.
defensive side of the ball.
So this.
Well, where's Paul
Well,
Petrino? What's he doing?
I'm not
these
sure if
days?
he's still I guess he was still
He was
coaching
at Idaho for a while.
Let's take a break. All I know is this is going to be a fascinating next couple weeks because you have an open week. So Bobby Petrino has 2 weeks to fill those positions. And how much of a change can you make? It will be interesting to see. And you're going to Tennessee, a very good Tennessee team, one of the best teams in the country, very high potent offense.
And they have an off week.
They are off week too.
That's what I heard this
they had
morning.
A big win over at Mississippi State.
They-
Another one that I missed by like 1 point. I cannot. I'm not going to get any favorites.
They
this
were
week.
minus 6.5, I think.
I
Yeah.
tell you what, the favorites won last year. They're not. The favorites aren't winning this year.
You want to go one step crazy? You want to see? Listen, you cannot tell me that there's no way this could happen because we've already been to there, right? Aren't we there now? Aren't we there with Coach Petrino where there's no way this could happen, right?
Yeah.
Is there any way that Coach Petrino says, Sam, I want you as my offensive line coach?
No.
Keeps him on. Sam goes, no, I'm going to keep the cash I've got. I'll take the cash and I'll walk away.
John says Paul is OC at South Alabama for Major Applewhite.
Okay.
There
and
you go.
Another
Thanks,
commenter
Andy.
asked if Petrino would bring in his son-in-law, who was his defensive coordinator when he was at Missouri
He's
State.
bringing him in.
Is it,
It's a
the
family
family
affair.
coming back? Is the family coming back?
It's coming back.
Just when
Is
you
Chris
thought-
Klenakis coming back?
Yeah. Who was his quarterback?
Garrett
coach back in
McGee?
McGee's
Oh,
Garrett
my gosh.
McGee.
Oh,
Garrett
my
McGee.
Lord.
Good cup, bad cup. There it is right
Don't
there.
forget Craig James at the Touchdown Club today. Well, going to be an interesting buzz around the Touchdown Club today. 7:47. Don't go away.
Hey, y'all. Roger Scott here, and I don't have to tell you it's hot outside. You can figure that up all by yourself when you touch your steering wheel 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That thing's going to brand you like a head of cattle. So you want to beat the heat? Make Family Market Stores your fill-up stop. Whether you're pulling into one of their convenience stores or grocery store locations, you're walking into cool air, great deals, and big-time savings. Grab yourself a large fountain drink, sweet tea, or lemonade, and boom, 5 cents off per gallon at the pump. Mornings more your speed? A large cup of community coffee gets you another 5 cents per gallon, and that's before your first sip. And don't forget that Family Market Rewards card. Use it inside the store to save even more on snacks, drinks, and whatever you need, and stack those savings when you gas up outside. And you'll find these deals in Pangburn, Malvern, Shannon Hills, Mayflower, and now Hot Springs. If there's not a Family Market store in your neck of the woods just yet, hold tight. One's coming. Family Market Stores, cooling you down and filling you up.
The 2025 Arkansas State Fair Concert Series is here. We're turning up the volume and the rock. So get ready because we're bringing 38 Special October 12th at 6 o'clock p.m. That's right, 80s rock and roll icons, 38 Special at Barton Coliseum. Plus, get free fair admission with any concert ticket purchase. Buy now at ArkansasStateFair.com and get ready to rock. We can't wait to see y'all there at the 85th Arkansas State Fair.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
I'm retired, newly retired, so this was my first summer not working again. But I had problems with my shoulder. I mean, it was just like 1,000 needles going into my shoulder.
Mike didn't want surgery. 6 months in a sling was not how he planned to spend retirement. That's when he heard about QC Kinetics regenerative treatments.
It's a free appointment. And after the first treatment, the next day, I went out and played golf. The pain just wasn't there.
No drugs, no surgery. Just your body's own natural healing power. Orthobiologic concentrated and placed exactly where you need them to go to work.
I couldn't have asked for a better experience. I don't want to take on Mike Tyson, but he'd know I was there.
Now Mike's heading back to QC Kinetics to get his knees treated.
It changed my first summer being retired. It's one I can remember instead of regret.
Get back to doing what you love. Call QC Kinetics today to schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
The Grove Hunting Club in Jefferson County is first class, recognized nationally for some of the best guided waterfowl hunts in the South, and their deer herd keeps growing annually. New this year, you can deer hunt in Arkansas or at their new hunting ranch in Texas. The Grove's 13,000 square foot main lodge in Arkansas can accommodate 50 hunters with 30 private rooms, a locker room, and a pro shop, and several private cabins and a secondary lodge. Call 870-692-3221, thegrovehuntingclub.com.
Spread across 5 states, Centennial Bank upholds our commitment to the communities we serve through our support of businesses and families. Our tradition of being a good corporate neighbor is one of our top priorities. Through education and support, partnership with our dedicated employees, shareholders, and local boards, and superior customer service, one family and business at a time, we are proud to help our communities thrive. Because that's what being a good neighbor is all about. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Want to reach the show? Well, give us a call or text at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're proud to announce that whistling bungholes are now
What?
on sale
Good
at
Lord.
Torpedo Joe's.
That's it.
Wow. Craig, I don't know what that was about. Thanks for calling, Craig.
All right, we have not had a chance to look at our text line, D3 text line. I'm sure we got a gazillion texts, and we will try to get to those. We got Chris Kane for the last break.
Hello, yes. Thanks to Trader Bill's.
Yes.
Locations in Hot Springs and Little Rock to get your summer boat winterized and get your duck boat ready for the start of hunting season. Go check them out today.
Craig James at the Touchdown Club today. Still some tickets available if you want to come. It's just a fun place to hang out today at the Touchdown Club.
It'll be cathartic.
With all the buzz going around. And listen, the Touchdown Club for the last 2 weeks has been in the news because of what Hunter Yurchek has had to say. We wound up at the board meeting last week, and
hey, no, I saw that. I was thinking to myself, I was like,
Clicks just keep on coming. You know, it's funny.
Well,
we were told one of the best recruiting stories I think I've ever heard from Tim Brown last week. Best ever. Talking about his SMU, where he was hiding in a broom closet with a bucket of chicken.
Yes.
And on social media, it's just crickets.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hunter Yurchek says anything.
Maybe
anything.
2 million views on the Hunter Yurchek stuff.
Easily,
yeah. What were you going to say, Josh?
I was just, it's concerning. I don't like seeing David BAZZEL Touchdown Club anywhere near the boardroom.
I love it. I love it.
No.
I love it.
Because I'm worried that means you might find yourself there, which means that you've left the show, which is a problem. Because on Twitter yesterday, I was upset. I wanted to report a tweet yesterday when I saw David BAZZEL for AD. Oh, wow. I wanted to say, report.
Roger,
Things I don't need in my life.
Listen, I told Roger, I'm not going anywhere.
No, I know you're not. And also, I think you'd be great if your job was fundraising, NIL, and whatnot. I think you'd be great. I think you'd be a bad athletic director.
Oh, wow.
I mean that.
Whoa.
No. Here's the deal.
Shots fired.
BAZZEL
you weren't his first hire.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay. He's part of the family now.
Self-admittedly, is not good at handling things that he doesn't care about. I'm very much the same way. And that AD job is eating a whole lot of stuff you don't care about.
We know.
Shut up, Josh. Shut up.
Coming up shortly, we'll have Bill Vickery. Bill Vickery is up in Bentonville. He'll be on the tie line. And also, Kevin Scanlon's going to check in with us real quick, too. He's chairman of the Razorback Foundation. He's also the person that played under Lou Holtz and was Lou Holtz's host this weekend in Fayetteville. And a lot of
that was a cool moment.
Yeah.
I mean, that was cool to see.
I loved it. I saw Trey Schapp with a mic in front of
Yes,
Coach Holtz.
Yeah.
And when Coach Holtz said that to answer the question, obviously that had happened, all I got was Coach Holtz where he says, look, one team's got a statue and the other one doesn't. Who do you think I'm rooting for?
I thought he said one of them fired me, the other one built a statue.
I
of
didn't
me.
hear fire. I just said,
that's a great quote.
So it's you know what? It's awesome.
He smoothed it over too with, hey, look, one of them is a premier program in the nation, which it is.
They
He
didn't
goes,
say they cut that
and the
part
other
off.
and the other program is in the best state in the world.
He did.
He said
he's
the
so
best
smart.
state, and I was like,
he's so
oh,
smooth.
you're good.
He is.
Oh, he's
good.
great. No, I didn't take it as a slam. I thought it was just funny. They said, look, what do you do? I mean, when somebody asks you a question like that, he's never been one to not know what to say.
He knows.
Coming up at 8:05, Kevin Scanlon will jump on with us. We'll look forward to visit with him. Also, too, we're going to try Razorback Graffiti at 8:30 if we can, and see if we can pull that off with our phones where they are. Pat Bradley will be stopping by. And so, listen, we hadn't even had a chance to talk about all the other college acts. Georgia, Alabama, my gosh. Georgia, Kirby Smart cannot beat Alabama. He just doesn't matter whether it's Saban or Kellen DeBoer. It doesn't matter.
Snake bit.
James Franklin cannot win against the top,
1 in 15 against top 5 opponents.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, and then what was the other? There were so many great games. Florida State upset by Virginia.
Ole Miss, LSU.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Ole Miss goes from 13th to number 4 in the nation, top 25. Look at that. Look at Lane Kiffin. How about that?
Texas A&M.
He's happy.
Beats Auburn in a close one, 16-10.
Tennessee with a shootout win in overtime over Mississippi State.
That's right.
Vandy continues to roll. They got Alabama this week.
Burt beats USC.
Ranked the USC team, knocks them out.
And in a wild finish, too. I mean, USC marches down the field, scores a touchdown, and then Bielema and Illini kick a field goal.
Yeah, they sure did. They got embarrassed.
Yeah.
Big win by Indiana over Iowa. You had that going on. So, and of course, the Notre Dame. By the way, too, the stat that jumps out to me besides 42 points and 460 yards and 420 in the first half, I believe Notre Dame had 7 plays over 30 yards. They had 3. I'm sorry, excuse me, yards after catch. They had 7 plays, yards after catch, over 30. 3 of those were over 50. That means 3 plays, a dude caught the ball and ran over 50 yards for a touchdown after catching the ball. That shows usually that people are out of place. They're not in the right position, and I tell you, half the touchdowns that Notre Dame had, I remember they just would walk in the end zone. There'd be nobody around them.
They're playing a different game. It's
just like, man, it's just. And if you just tuned in, Bobby Petrino has fired 3 of the members of the defensive coaching staff, include Travis Williams and the defensive line coach and the co-defensive coordinator as well. So that
got them all.
He did.
I mean, just listen. That's what happens in The Godfather. You know what?
I know.
When the Petrino family goes to Vegas, we're going to go legit, Carlo. That's why I need you with me, T. Will.
And I'm going to tell you, the offense did not have a good day at the office either against Notre Dame. They looked pretty good. They looked pretty good early. And then all of a sudden it just disappeared. 13.0 points in the second half.
We couldn't even celebrate the fact that an offensive lineman scored a touchdown because the game was so out of hand.
Big shot.
One of the most incredible moments it could have been, but we can't even celebrate it.
Yes. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate
Thank you.
We'll see you at the touchdown.
Thank you, guys. Thanks to Trader
We'll
Bill's. Appreciate all their support, and go see them in Hot Springs and Little Rock today for all your boating and accessory needs.
Let's check out the D3 Auto Sales text line, Roger. When we come back, we appreciate everybody's text. Just busy day and obviously crazy day, and but news happening already, man. My goodness. And they got the press conference he hadn't even had the press conference yet.
Right.
Hadn't even had the press conference yet with your check and Petrino.
No.
He's already firing people. All right, don't go away. 8 o'clock.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is Mexican chicken for only $7.49 per pound, with roasted corn and
and black beans for $4.99 per pound.
Go to 1037thebuzz.com and register to win tickets to Foul and Flame, November 22nd in Desart. Get tickets and more info at foulandflame.com.
1037 The Buzz, your exclusive Razorback headquarters in Central Arkansas. KABC Little Rock.
That parent from Judsonia was the passenger in the car. He was hit at the Moore Street Railroad crossing on Saturday night. Police say the driver ran off and has not been identified. Anyone with information about who may have been driving is asked to call police. And the NTSB and FAA are investigating a plane crash in Jefferson County. The sheriff's office says a small plane went down near Blankenship Road Friday afternoon. Deputies, firefighters, and EMS rushed to help the pilot, who was the only person on board. They have not identified the pilot or said what condition that person is in at this time. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Insure your auto, home, life, and everything in between with Shelter Insurance. Find a local agent by calling 1-800-SHELTER or at shelterinsurance.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, dry weather is here. Today it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 86 in Little Rock this afternoon. Tonight we'll see a few clouds increasing throughout the night. Call it partly cloudy with a low around 65. And another warm day tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 85 degrees. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Accountable Roofing and Remodeling presents Bruce James every Tuesday morning this fall on Morning Mayhem. Bruce will break down each game, the opponent, and the Razorback program the only way he knows how, and that's with no punches pulled. Bruce James with David, Roger, and Justin on Morning Mayhem, presented by Accountable Roofing and Remodeling, home of the 10-year leak-free guarantee.
David BAZZEL here for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. At Jones & Son, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. Jones & Son also carry the biggest brands in the business. At Jones & Son, shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They're a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
Guys, this sports season, it's game on at Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Are you ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? We got the winning game plan with personalized TRT at Synergenics and Low T Center. Book a free consultation and automatically enter a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events in your area. Female patients, you're also eligible. For more information or to book an appointment, visit trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oaklawn Sports app.
You know, Roger, this Oaklawn Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable.
That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options.
And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab.
Nah, he's going to miss.
It's good!
That's bad.
Bet all season long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The payroll company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJ Spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Hi, this is Ted Upshaw from Accountable Roofing and Remodeling. Let us bring our over 30 years of experience to your next project. We are certified shingle masters, licensed, bonded, and insured. Are you one of the thousands of Arkansans who has received a non-renewal notice from your insurance company due to the age or condition of your roof? We can help. We offer multiple financing options, from help with your deductible all the way down for zero down for the entire project. Call today for your free evaluation, 501-621-0500, or visit us at accountablerr.com.
The boating season is winding down, but the work isn't over yet. Don't just put your boat away. Protect your investment. Give it the professional winterization it deserves at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports. Whether you need a basic package or a premium service, we've got you covered. Get expert motor winterization, shrink wrapping, detailing, and secure storage options. We can even deliver it back to you in the spring, ready to go with a hot battery and full of gas. Get your boat to us before October 31st and receive a 10% early bird discount. Visit TraderBills.com.
Lost in the real estate jungle? Boundary or easement dispute? Title problem? Hire Lion Legal. When in war, you need to roar. For exceptional communication and exceptional results, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Please.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
The Moretti's!
Go! Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
The below or above the knee?
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Smart ass.
All right, got a just busy show today, and apologize again, just trying to get to everything. Bill Vickery will join us here in just a second. Kevin Scanlon also, who is former Razorback standout quarterback. Also, he is the chairman of the Razorback Foundation and was the host of Coach Holtz this weekend. Raj, let's welcome Bill in.
Want to mention that conference?
Oh, yes, thank you. The press conference, I believe, did you say what time it was?
Noon.
So is it noon? That is the Bobby Petrino 100-euro check press conference. That will be at 12. So while we're at the Touchdown Club, they'll do that, and then at some point they'll pitch to us. What a terrible day to have the Touchdown Club today with all the talk. But anyway, yeah, so the press conference will be held live right here on the Buzz. Will be carried live on the Buzz. All right, let's bring in Bill if we can.
In these troubled times, we turn to one man. That man is Bill Vickery.
Hold up, Bill. That's my job. He was the star quarterback at Van Buren High School. He's the son of a sheriff. He's a capitalist, so you know he's getting paid for this. Here is Arkansas's most eligible bachelor, Bill Vickery.
Good morning, BV.
Hey, good morning, gang. How is everyone?
Doing great. Roger, Bill is at the 21C Hotel there. You know where that's at in Bentonville. Roger's son works for Walmart, and his office is right there in the epicenter.
Which is an amazing compound campus, the whole thing.
Had a great weekend with Bill and his buddies, Paul and David. And they were on the show yesterday with Bill, and a great show yesterday. And, of course, already breaking news, Bill, Bobby Petrino didn't even get to his press conference yet. With 100-euro check at 12, he's already fired 3 defensive staff members, including DC, Travis Williams. No shocker there. We saw that happen over at Oklahoma State with Doug Meacham, the interim coach, and Todd Grantham, the defensive coordinator. So, but didn't waste it. Listen, I don't know if I've ever heard of that, doing that before you even introduced.
Well, you mentioned it. What do you do with him? And I didn't even go that route. I just thought, well, everybody is going to be short timers anyway, but I did not expect it. I mean, that to me, and I didn't even remember what you said about OK State doing the same thing.
Bill, your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Look, first of all, you're going to hear from Kevin, I know, in a little bit. Right. Talk about a guy that's done an amazing job. The foundation really does an amazing job, both raising money, managing things. You know, they run stuff. Yeah. And, of course, Kevin's had a great career after his time as quarterback, and it was fun to see him. He sort of looks like he can still play.
He's in the best shape of it. He and Cal Cagney were flanking Coach Holtz, and unlike me, they look like they could still play. You're right, exactly. So,
No. But look, I think we all, David, you and I talked, and of course I had Dave Latour and Paul Buckley on, and that morning, and we all felt like that, the announcement was coming. I know we're going to talk later about there's bigger problems than just coaching, but it is a mix of everything. And if you're going to let Bobby Petrino be the head coach, if you're going to bring him back, which I'm in favor of, which I think that's
interim.
the right move.
Interim for right now, right?
Yes, correct for now.
Yeah.
Then you got to let if he's going to cook the meal, you got to let him buy some groceries. Now, does that mean you can go out and get top notch guys? We'll see what he can put together, but you got to let him bring in some of his people. And but there are bigger problems, David. I think we discussed. We've truly missed in a big and catastrophic way the NIL movement, and because of that, we see chickens are coming home to roost now. But some of what we saw, David, as you and I talked, whether you're paying the kid $200,000 or $2, technique, positioning, a lot of that. And then when you have to think about all that stuff, as you well know, David, then the athleticism is diminished because now where should I be? What am I supposed to do? That kind of thing.
Well, 600. It was an epic day of offense for Notre Dame. 640 yards, 420 in the first half, 42 points in the first half. You had three plays that yards after catch were over 50. You had three more that were over 30. Yep. So again, that just reflective of being in the wrong place, guys running open and not going to the end of the whistle too. Hey, let's go ahead and bring in. I see he's on the line here. Let's bring in Kevin Scanlon on the Hodges Glass Little Rock Glass Hotline. Good morning, Kevin. How are you? Kevin, are you there? Let's hope we don't have any of the phone issues. Kevin, are you there?
Boy. Hello?
Oh, there you are. Kevin, do you hear us? Uh-oh.
Can't hear you, David. I think we got a bad connection.
All right. Kevin, tell you what, I think the way this is working, I think you can hear me now. Roger's going to punch you back up. Welcome to the show. I appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, David. Always a pleasure. Getting that feedback again, David.
Yeah, it's a horrible line. And I think Josh is like, tell you what, Kevin, let's see if we can work on that. Let us call you back, okay? We'll call you back, buddy.
I'm here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me tell Josh. Come back.
Yeah, the cricket phone.
We just had our the HR person come in and go. Everything with the phone's good.
No, everything was great. Everything was great. Get Mr. Scanlon the tie line app if we can.
Let's take Brian's call on the call screen. Bill, it says compliment for Bill Vickery. So let's take that one, Roger. Let's see if this phone
know
works.
where that's going to go.
Brian, are you there?
Hey, good morning.
Hey, how are you?
So Sunday morning, I was enjoying my guilty pleasure of listening to Bill Vickery's show, and I have to compliment him on the beautiful piece he did, combining tragic opera with Chuck Barrett's play-by-play. It was beautiful. It was, in fact, too cerebral for most listeners.
No, he's been doing that. He's been doing that for a while, Brian. That's part of it. That's part of his shtick. He's been doing that for years.
Yeah. If you can't put Pavarotti and Chuck Barrett together.
Yeah, he said he can't hear it. Yeah, just when we told.
I get
thank
my
you,
one
Brian.
compliment, and then we can't.
What's weird, Roger, is that we had Houston Nutt, and it
sure
worked.
did. Sure did. I don't know what it was.
What about cleaning house in the phone
Now we've lost
department
Bill.
there?
Now we've lost Bill. Dadgummit.
Now wait a minute. Now wait
Todd,
a minute, Roger.
Well,
get
That
Todd.
was your
Bill's
choice.
gone. Bill.
Well, thanks.
Bill, can you hear
That
us?
was your choice.
Listen,
That
no,
was your choice.
he is on the tie line, baby.
My bad.
Let's just see how curiosity.
Yes.
Let's try. You want to try line 4? Is that? Let's see who that is.
He's on calling.
Okay, you're calling.
Yeah.
Bill, yeah. So no surprise. The decision was made yesterday, and of course, then Bobby Petrino not waiting. Do you think, Bill? If you look into your crystal ball, if Bobby Petrino was able to win some games in the next 5-6 games, do you think, what's your percentage of him being able to get the head coaching job next year if he's able to pull off some wins in a miracle way this year?
Well, I think a few things. One is now a transfer portal window opens up for all the players. It's against NCAA rules, but I promise you there are going to be coaches reaching out to their agents or finding some third-party ways about if you want to go ahead and transfer now, or whatever it might be.
But you know the stipulation on the transfer portal, right? For this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't. They can't play this year. Number one, and they would lose a year of eligibility because we've hit the 5th game. So that's a positive for Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is, but kind of hoping some of these guys would have.
Well, there you go. Well, then there's that. Well, that's true. But Trino may encourage them to do that anyway. You never know.
Coach Nutt said speed. They're missing speed on that team. What are they missing? Are they also missing somebody? Bill, and I think you said it. Coach Nutt said it. I think you said it yesterday, Bill. I listened this morning, actually, that if either you're with us or you ain't. If you don't hustle, you're gone.
But I think so. So for Bobby now, let's set aside the NIL stuff, which looms very large over this whole picture. I mean, to sort of set aside the NIL aspect for Razorback football is like saying, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, did you enjoy the play?
Sure. Right.
You know, like it's a big overriding issue on everything, and there is an issue with Bobby on that too. Is he the one guy that fans could get behind? But let's just set that aside for now. He's got to demonstrate improvement in effort and technique and an understanding of the schemes. So I got to feel like that they'll be pretty basic and go back to a lot of basic stuff on defense and just try to get guys playing fast. Clearly you're bringing in coaches, so, what changes there relative to a philosophy, it can't be very much. You got 2 weeks before you go to Knoxville. It couldn't be any worse.
Yeah.
So the sky's the limit for the ceiling. And if he demonstrates success, to your point, how hard would it be to pull the trigger on getting rid of him and watching someone new come in? Because then, you've got hard for me to imagine offensive guys transferring because you came here because of money and Petrino. And if that money is there and he's there, hard for me to see the offense changing up a whole lot. And I do think we'd like to see wholesale defensive changes.
Let's I agree, Bill. Let's bring in Kevin. Kevin, can you hear us? Kevin, yeah. Kevin Scanlon, are you there?
I can.
There we go. Boom.
Good morning.
Got you. You've had to listen to us for 10 minutes. We apologize for that. We broke it. Bill Vickery's.
Actually, I was enjoying it.
Bill Vickery's on with us too. Kevin, I presume you know Bill, or have heard of him at least.
I do know Bill. Yes, absolutely.
No Kevin well.
Let's start with the weekend first. You were in charge of making sure Coach Holtz had a great experience, and what was that like to see your old coach, my old coach as well, and probably his last trip to Fayetteville from Friday to Saturday? What was the experience like, in your opinion, for Coach this weekend?
Well, I think it's a great experience for Coach. I think he really had a great time. He loved seeing his former players. He was amazed at Northwest Arkansas, all the difference in. Since he's been there, he said, I don't think I'd find where my house was. He said, I couldn't find my way anywhere around because it was so different. He kept saying, he said, wow, this is, just shocking what success in businesses has done and the people who've come there. Typical Coach Holtz, he was a little surprised at the crowds, at the traffic. But in general, it was emotional, David. It was really to see him, to be with him. It's difficult to see him in a physical, a difficult spot right now. He had a couple bad car wrecks that affected his health, and so he's struggling with strength in his legs, but that mind is as sharp as ever. And I mean, he's just as quick as can be, and got in his zingers, and he remembers plays and moments, and was teasing and having fun, and it was great to see him in that environment. And also, I think that everywhere we went in the stadium, the fans were just so great to him. As we walked through underneath the stadium, people were just fabulous, and I'll tell you, it was really fun to see Coach Calipari come and find him and want to talk to him. They're old friends, and Coach Cal reached out to him and wanted to see him and spend time with him. That was neat to see.
Yeah, and plus you said Coach was he could still cook up the X's and O's up in the box and watching, dissecting plays, and he still got it from that perspective too, right?
David, I'm sitting there watching the game. At one point, Tim Brown, who won the Heisman trophies in the college football and NFL Hall of Fame, Steve Berline, who played 17 years in the NFL, Skip Holtz, who was the head coach for a long time, And I played college football, and we're sitting there watching. And at one point, coach says that Arkansas defense is vulnerable on the outside passes, and once they start hitting those, the middle's going to be wide open. We all didn't say anything. Well, that's exactly what happened, right? He said, and he just looked. We said, "What do you think it is, coach?" And he said, "Technique, fundamentals." He said, "I don't think it's athletes." He said, "I think it's technique and fundamentals." And he wasn't being critical. He was just being honest. I mean, it was tough to watch, but boy, that mind, he saw it quicker than any of us. He saw the vulnerabilities and knew right away at 88 years of age.
Obviously, we just had some breaking news that Coach Petrino hadn't even had the press conference yet, Kevin, and he's already let go of 3 assistant coaches on the defensive side of the ball, including Travis Williams. I don't think that's a big surprise. We saw it happen at Oklahoma State yesterday with Todd Grantham and Doug Meacham. Can you believe, and Bill, you're including this too, it is an amazing, bizarro world deal to think if you go back 10 years ago, and after what had happened with Bobby Petrino first go around, that he is back as the head coach in the interim basis. I get it. Still, it's Kevin. It is almost hard to believe that this has come full circle. Is it not? I mean, it's just you couldn't even write a script like this for a movie.
You cannot. It's really amazing. I think that nationally people are going to be intrigued by this. I already saw some reports of people in trade. It's just an amazing comeback story that he's back in position. The offensive coordinator was one thing, and now be back in the head spot. And I think you're also seeing who he is. He's definitive. He's not afraid to make a decision. He's not afraid to make a call. And I think anybody watching what we saw, and it was hard, David, I know for you as a letterman, for me as a letterman, that's sad. You don't want to see that, and it's very difficult to watch. But I think it was clear to all of us something had happened. The old saying is, lost the locker room. I don't want to pick on anyone. I think Coach Pittman's a great man. I don't want to pick on anyone in some of their tough days. But the reality was a change had to be made. Hunter made the call. Bobby immediately stepped up and said, this isn't enough. Just me moving in the spot isn't enough. There has to be more. And you have to admire his definitive nature and willing to make that call.
You give a lot back to the university. One of those roles is chairman of the Razorback Foundation. A lot of money being thrown around is the nature of college football, Kevin. For Razorback fans out there, we had Houston on a little bit earlier. Can you be positive about the future? We had obviously some controversial comments by Hunter Yurchek that he explained at the Board of Trustees meeting. I asked Houston, hey, can we give some hope to these fans? Can this program get back to where it needs to be from a competitive standpoint, from a financial standpoint? I want to give you a chance to do that, to share that as well, if you will.
Thanks, Dave. Well, first, I am absolutely convinced it can. Certainly, I'm a diehard Hog fan. I love the Hogs and would do anything I can to help. But from my perspective, as I look at the program, with the fan base that we have, with the commitment we have to athletics and the love that this state has for the Hogs, there's no reason someone can't come in there and be successful. Coach Holtz gave an interesting perspective because we talked about that. It was obvious during the game that we thought a change was going to be made just from what, the feeling is at a day like that was probably going to be the final move to make the call. But Coach Holtz said, someone said, Coach, can they win here? And he said, absolutely. He said, and I'll tell you why. He said, look, Sam, great offensive line coach. He came to head coaching late in life. He was 59. He'd never really been head coach, I guess, at a JUCO, but not at the college level. And if you look at the last 4 years, he had 2 7-6 and a 9-4. 7-6 isn't acceptable, but he said, some young coaches are going to look at that, a real up-and-comer with success in their 40s, and say, hey, I can come in there and I can get us back to 9 and 10 wins. They're that close. And that's encouraging, and I believe that. I believe this state will rally behind that person. And, we're thirsty, and we want a glass of water. So we need someone to come in and give us that glass of water.
And you believe financially this state has the resources, again, to be competitive and to be able to win championships here, and that even though that has been pointed out earlier, you're right. Listen, you know money people. You're the chairman of the foundation. You feel good that this program has the resources in this state and alumni around the country that can help us compete with anybody.
Every single person that was in that box from Notre Dame that I interfaced with, they were stunned at our facility. They were absolutely shocked how beautiful that stadium is. Looking all across campus at all our athletic facilities, they went by the baseball, and they were shocked to see 176 suites. No football program in the country has that. They couldn't believe that we have 176 with a waiting list. So that tells you people will commit. People in this state, we may not have the depth that other folks do. We may not have the resources, but we have passionate people. Now, they want to commit to something they believe in. They want to commit and make sure that their hard-earned money that they're getting is going to good use, and so they want to make sure of that. And so, right now, I think that's what I said. That's what I meant when I said the first they want something to drink. People will give, and the fact that we can sell out 176 suites that nobody in college football has done, that's just amazing for a state our size. But that's how passionate our people are, and so I believe that yes, we can compete. I think you're seeing it in basketball with the commitment made to Coach Calipari. Now, football's harder because it's bigger, right? But the $20.5 million that the athletic departments are not going to have to share with the players, that's going to help level it a little bit. There's going to be some leveling there. I think you have to continue to supplement that with NIL money that stars will get. You see what Arch Manning is getting and others. You see all the national commercials. You got to have the right players to do that. So I think that Darren McFadden would have got it. Oh, yeah, he would have got it. Poor Darren, to calculate the kind of money he would have got in college would be staggering. But so I think that we can attract that here. But first, you got to have people got to believe. They got to believe that their money's going to the right place. And so I'm convinced we'll step up and do what we need to. But first, we got to find that person and make sure that's the person that will lead us back to what you and I know, David. The Notre Dame guys were stunned to hear that my 3 years at Arkansas, we were 30 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie, 3 top 10 finishes, Orange Bowl, Fiesta Bowl, and Sugar Bowl. You had great years there. Bobby Petrino had great years there. But, you're sitting here right now since 2017, if you go back to Bielema. So in 2026, 9 years, we'll be on our 4th head coach and potentially 5th, depending on what happens with Bobby. And that's, that's sad. And so it's time to get it right.
Before let's go, say that again. What was your record that you said? What was it again? Say your record again.
My 3 years, my 3 years at Arkansas, we won 30 games, lost 5, and tied 1 in my 3 years at Arkansas.
In the bowl games?
And we finished in the top 10 all 3 years, and we played in the Orange Bowl, Fiesta Bowl, and the Sugar Bowl.
Good.
I know time flies, but
man, that's pretty
that's
impressive.
That's one of the reasons why people my age still think that get disappointed and get mad that we're not there.
Have expectations. Yeah, people saw that.
We did.
Well, listen, you're one of the best, Kevin, and I love you still. You still love this state and doing what you can to make it be the best it can. We'll be watching. We'll be watching what what you guys do with the foundation, and I know you can provide great leadership over there, and we'll see what happens with the coaching search and the rest of the year. We'll see if Bobby Petrino can make a difference. So appreciate you jumping on with us. Thanks for what you did with Coach this weekend. You were great.
Thank you, buddy. I love the coaching. I know you do too. I love him. But I will say, David, you look at me and you. We grew up in different parts of the country. Roncal County, Quinn Grove. I can keep going on and on. We're here because we love this program. We love this state. We love the people. And I hope that NIL hasn't changed that. That's the kind of passion we need. That's the kind of commitment we need to rally this state behind a coach and a team, and I hope the players get that and embrace that the way you and I did and so many of us that changed our life. And by the way, Lou Holtz was a big part of changing mine and your life, and led us to this wonderful state.
Sure did, Kevin. Thanks so much, buddy. Talk soon.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it. How about Bill? How about that? When you hear that, you forget 30. What do you say? 30 and 5 and 1, and then 3 top 10 finishes in those 3 years. 3 bowl games, the biggies, the Orange Bowl, the Sugar, and the Fiesta. Wow, good old days, man. The good old days.
And you think about that. One of those losses, I think, was to Alabama. A couple of them were to Texas.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
There wasn't any slippery rocks in that group. There, those were big time games, close games. That was a great run, and you might couch that as the golden era of, in my lifetime, Roger, your lifetime, and David, even yours, sort of Calcagney to sort of the end of your run in Fayetteville. Well, we'll take it up through the 80s, the 2 back-to-back Cotton Bowls. And,
you bet.
And there's a thirst for that. He's right. There is. And look, here's a great example. Kevin Scanlon's had he was a successful quarterback. He's a successful business career. He's the chairman of the Razorback Foundation. And as he noted, they go all over the state. The Razorback Foundation does an amazing job, not just raising money, but they do a great job of raising money. But then, they take care of the facilities, the fans, how they interact with them. They're not isolated in one part of the state. They're statewide. They reach out into Texas. They find the alumni. that's the blueprint for what the NIL program can be. And if you notice, the guy that I had on yesterday was talking about the Penn State NIL program. They're all bought in. We're at a seminal moment here, an inflection point for Razorback football, and we're either going to go one way with the NIL and embrace it, or we're going to continue to bungle it, and I don't care who the coach is, it will become impossible.
Roger, he just said seminal and inflection
and
in
he
the
went
same
bungle.
sentence.
He went bungle. He went bungle. You know what, Bill? But with Kevin, as you mentioned it, Kevin Scanlon, he knows money in this state. He knows where there's some money people in this state, so he knows that. And Bill, yesterday, one of your guests, saw all the money that's in this state and all that. But to that point, you also mentioned the week prior to that a great many of those folks that are up in Northwest Arkansas because of Walmart and all that, their allegiance is to other schools. So not necessarily want to spend any of the money that they may have that is from Arkansas people. Is that a fair assessment?
Look. Mississippi State has 5 paid employees for their NIL program.
Yeah.
Arkansas, as of today, per the website, they have one person who's a contractor who lives in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You make a commitment. You go all in and say, we're going to do this, or we're going to continue. We're going to be right back here in 5 years wondering why the defense or offensive line is so bad or whatever it may be. It cannot be denied anymore. You have a program to reach out to those residents and engage them. You have a program to go to those parents in Dallas. So many of these kids are from Texas. They come up to experience the campus and the atmosphere. That's why they want to be here. You go down to Texas to those parents and you reach out to them. You get out of the Northwest Arkansas bubble. You go to El Dorado. You go to Texarkana. You go to Jonesboro. You go to Bryant and Benton.
Yes.
And how about this? How about this, Roger? How about this?
Is on in Chicago? Is on in Chicago? Is on in Texas?
Roger.
What?
Roger. How about you put number 53 in charge of fundraising and the NIL program? Put that guy out there as the number one cheerleader for the state. How about you do that?
He's been doing
and
it.
see what happens.
You got used to Nutt out there. You got Kevin Scanlon, Bill.
Yeah, not me. Get somebody else to do
No, I'm just saying. You got some guys out there that could. They need some of that flavoring, if you will, in Fayetteville.
You put 53. You put 53 in charge of the NIL fundraising, and see what happens.
Well, if he leaves here, then we all go down. If he leaves here, this station hit the iceberg.
Don't go away. 8:32.
Coach Kevin Kelly gets in the zone every Wednesday, presented by the Hatcher Agency, the top producer for health insurance in Arkansas for 35 consecutive years.
This is SportsCenter.
Exciting day of NFL football yesterday began with the Steelers' 24-21 victory over the Vikings in Dublin, Ireland. The Bills got to 4-0 with a 31-19 victory over the New Orleans Saints. Also at the ranks of undefeated, it's the Eagles 31, Buccaneers 25. The Colts, they took their first loss, 27-20. The Rams get to 3-1. Also the 49ers took their first loss as the Jags went on the road and win 26-21. And last night, a wild game as the Packers and Cowboys tie at 40-40. Also yesterday in baseball, the Cincinnati Reds nabbed the final National League wildcard spot from the New York Mets. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, dry weather is here. Today it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 86 in Little Rock this afternoon. Tonight we'll see a few clouds increasing throughout the night. Call it partly cloudy with a low around 65. And another warm day tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 85 degrees. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Flight by Yingling and 103.7 The Buzz have your chance to win a VIP experience at AT&T Stadium. 4 tickets to see the Cowboys take on the Eagles November 23rd, along with 4 passes to the Silver Star Tailgate presented by Flight by Yingling. 4 passes at AT&T Stadium for a tour and 1 night at a hotel. Register to win at 1037thebuzz.com or look for the QR code wherever you buy Flight by Yingling. It's brought to you by Flight by Yingling and 1037 The Buzz.
Hey folks, it's David BAZZEL out here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. Frank just told me they've received several truckloads of new inventory, so lots of new vehicles to choose from with deep discounts, like $14,000 off new 2025 model Rams, plus 3.9% financing. New Ram diesels up to $10,000 off. You can take $8,000 off new Jeep Grand Cherokees. These are just a few examples. Go to Fletcher Dodge and tell them what you're looking for, and they'll give you the deal of a lifetime. They're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. No reasonable offer will be refused. And don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes. Folks, they still need trade-ins for their pre-owned lot, so they're paying up to $2,000 over Kelley Blue Book for trade-ins. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Remember, several truckloads of new inventory are in. They've got a ton of vehicles that you can choose from. Go talk with Frank and his staff today. Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Evan Harlan here for Monday Night Football on Westwood One. Join us all season long for primetime action on the road to the playoffs and Super Bowl 60. Each week, Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner and I will have the call of great matchups, along with Mike Golick, senior and junior, in the studio. Don't miss out on the great NFL tradition that is Monday Night Football.
Right here on 103.7 The Buzz.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 25 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shields Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000. Or in Mississippi.
Can't listen to the radio? Don't worry. You can catch Morning Mayhem live every day. Just download the 1037 The Buzz app.
All right, 8:38. Several things here. Touchdown Club today. Craig James, one half of the Pony Express. Back when they didn't call it NIL, they just paid the players and paid them well at SMU. Craig James, a very eloquent guy. He was Kirk Herbstreit before there was Kirk Herbstreit. He was the guy that started with Lee Corso and did a good job, took the money at CBS, and got to ask him about that. And he's followed the Razorback program, and we had some great wars. You know, Bill, talking about back in the glory days, that 82 team that we had All-Americans and Billy Ray Smith and Steve Cord and just great players like Jesse Clark and Gary Anderson. going against Eric Dickerson and Craig James and Michael Carter. 1982, we got railroaded with that horrible defensive pass interference call. Yeah,
still wasn't pass interference. You're right. I know Roger's still steamed about that call too, but wasn't pass interference clearly.
Got railroaded. Bill Vickery's up in Bentonville, where he spent the weekend with two of his best buds and had. Did we lose him?
No.
Bill, you still there?
Yeah, he's on tie line.
I know he shouldn't be. I don't think he can hear us.
Bill, are you there?
How about that? Now that would be weird.
There's got nothing. Well, he's on a bed with 3 other dudes.
No, he's not. Bill, can you hear us? There's no way we've lost him. Bill, can you hear us?
Bill.
Let me tell you, that is bizarre.
Okay, there's no way. Let's see.
He's on a tie line.
Bill.
Okay.
Can
Are you there?
You got me now?
Yes.
Hello,
What'd you do?
Hello.
What'd you
I'm
do?
in Tokyo.
What'd you do?
Did nothing.
Okay, you can hear us though.
Be honest, Josh. I can hear you. Yes,
okay,
of course.
so you just disappeared for like 40 seconds.
I was much like most of my life, David. I was talking and no one was listening. So.
We could hear you.
Yeah, we could hear you. We could hear you and your guest.
Roger,
lady, leave the towels and get out of the room.
I do have to say this, Roger. I had the pleasure of having dinner with Bill and his two buddies, Paul and David, who you talked about, at the Ruth Chris, as you know, the new one in Rogers, which, come to find out, is the biggest Ruth Chris in America.
How's that happen?
In Rogers, it's a 2-story. It's like a hotel.
How's that happen?
Seats 500 people.
Not New York.
Yes.
Not New York.
Not L.A.
Dallas,
San Francisco.
No, it's Rogers.
It's in Rogers, Arkansas.
We were right there. Had a great time, though, Bill.
It was a big night.
Thank you for doing
that.
that.
And I got to tell you, my friends, and again, it goes back to what we were discussing. Two folks, they flew in from Boston and Pennsylvania and land in Northwest Arkansas. We're staying here. We spend 3 days here, all over Northwest Arkansas. So impressed, so engaged, and so much and appreciated, like, really got into, as you could tell, because we met up with you and Sully and the crew before. Loved the game day pageantry. The lieutenant governor had a tailgate party. We went to her, her and Leslie and her husband Boyce is so nice. And I mean, and then the tailgating on the side of the hill, like David said, he goes, it's the one place in America where if you have too much, you're going to end up falling down a hill.
Roll down the hill, baby. That's exactly right.
But they left saying, what an amazing experience. Yeah. And yes, you clearly, if there is a commitment to this NIL program, it can clearly function at a high level at Arkansas. So the future can be bright. It really can be. It's in our hands.
Yeah, listen, it is. The only thing that was bad about that game, obviously that day, was just how bad the game was. You hated, like David said, you hated you didn't have the at least a half of a game of both crowds being into it, because it was pretty much done by the end of the. Well, actually, to be honest with you, the Hogs hung around going into the second quarter. The quarter wasn't out of hand, and in that last 10 minutes, it just exploded for Notre Dame.
Well, and even Bill's guests said it. I don't know if you said it. I don't know if anyone else said it. That you don't go for a field goal on that first drive.
I know.
You know what? Whose decision was that? Break or Graffiti?
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's break it. Come back for Graffiti. Bill, do you want to try to hang on with us in Graffiti, or you want to jump off?
Guys, I've got a.
Whatever.
You just wow.
Wow.
No, I mean,
wow.
That's okay.
I have a real job. I've got to get back.
The maid's got to clean the room.
Yeah, absolutely. Hazmat's got to clean the room. Fine, Bill.
Well, Bill. By the way, Bill's segment is open for sponsorship for any sponsor that would love to sponsor.
Yeah, we have our own NIL deals we need.
But had a great time hanging out a little bit this weekend, Bill. Fun times.
It was the game. Listen, as I said yesterday morning, I was very positive and upbeat on the show. You got to thank Sam for what he did, and because we were really at the bottom of the barrel, we couldn't have gone any lower. He brought us back. Yes, it's been a little difficult. We hit a ceiling, but the opportunity is really there now. And look, this may not be the best season. We can take all that energy and go negative with it for the rest of the season, or we can try to build on something. And as I said, we're at a real inflection point. Wow. We can commit to an NIL program. We can all get behind and do something positive here. I think the opportunity is there to have something great. And and we'll be back on the air next season talking about great stuff.
All right, Bill, good stuff. Safe travels. We'll talk to you soon. All right, we're going to try this graffiti. Let's go. Bring it. Sorry, we're running a little bit behind, but 661-1037. We'll see what works. Maybe like the Razorback defense in the first half. Maybe ugly. I don't know, but we'll try.
Fall is a beautiful time of year. The leaves change, the weather gets cooler, the days get shorter, but some of that means those outside activities, well, we got to take them inside now. So if you're like me, this time of year, I'm spending more time in the gym. Don't let your nagging joint pain keep you from maximizing that time. Hey everybody, Josh Neighbors here for QC Kinetics, and they've helped thousands of patients find lasting relief using advanced cellular treatments using growth factors from your own body. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay. It's fast and all natural with no downtime. Make sure you check out all of your options for that back pain, that knee pain, that shoulder pain. Don't let them tell you more pills, more surgery are your only choices. Call QC Kinetics today and get a free consultation. Exercise that freedom and look beyond the same old solutions. So call now and start feeling the difference that thousands of people across the country have felt. Call 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880.
The 2025 Arkansas State Fair Concert Series is here. We're turning up the volume October 11th at 7 p.m. at Barton Coliseum with some of country's greatest star power. It's singer-songwriter David Lee Murphy and iconic country group Lone Star. Double the music, double the country, only at Barton Coliseum. Plus, get free gate admission with any concert ticket purchase. Buy now at ArkansasStateFair.com. We can't wait to see y'all there at the 85th Arkansas State Fair.
Get ready, hunters. It's the massive hunting sale at Hunter's Refuge in Whitehall. Wednesday through Saturday only. Score huge savings on rifles for the new alternative firearm season, plus big deals on firearms and optics. The savings continue at Hunter's Refuge with deep discounts on hunting apparel, blinds, and essential accessories. Score big on top brands like Drake, Bandit, Lacrosse, Vortex, Smith & Wesson, Savage, and more. Save up to 50% off on casual clothing and footwear. At Hunter's Refuge, it's not just a sport, but a way of life.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The payroll company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Big savings are rolling now at Gwatney Chevrolet. Take advantage of the $7,500 EV tax credit before September 30th. Drive a 2026 Trax or Trailblazer for just $249 a month. Or save up to $13,000 on new Silverados. Plus, we're paying up to 20% over Kelley Blue Book for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And right now, you can get it all with no payments until 2026. Stop by Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville today. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. With approved credit restrictions apply, see dealer for details.
Serious injuries happen every day.
If it happens to you, don't wait. Dial 8.
Dial 8 for Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton.
888-8888.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
We've got you covered, Arkansas.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Power plus speed plus exhilaration equals the fabulous English sports car, the Lotus Emira. You want it. You need it. Play this month at Saracen Casino and qualify for the drawing on Saturday, October 25th. Incomparable, captivating, intoxicating. Lotus Emira, the world's best-sounding automobile. It can be yours from Lotus of Nashville and Saracen Casino.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Crisp, refreshing with just 2.6 carbs and only 95 calories. Brewed for those who never settle. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Razorback center Caden Kittler will join Morning Mayhem each week this football season to discuss everything that's going on with the Razorbacks and college football. Brought to you by J. Martin Law. If you have any legal question, call Jay for free 24/7 at 501-951-1333. J. Martin for all your legal needs. Don't delay. Call Jay.
Want to see our beautiful faces? Catch Morning Mayhem streaming live every day on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Just search 1037 The Buzz. It's time for Razorback Graffiti. Now, you know the drill. One sentence and one sentence only.
All right, this should be interesting.
Yeah, we don't have your names up, but I think if you're regulars, we know who you are.
By the way, Craig James, the Touchdown Club today. Well, we will be carrying the press conference with Bobby Petrino and a €100 check at 12 o'clock on Justin and DJ Show, The Zone. All right, here we go. One sentence, one sentence. Oh, no. Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
Morning, guys. This weekend at the still nameless Razorback Stadium, many speeds and agilities were displayed. Sadly, it was by the Hog fans hitting the exits, and that's the truth.
Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
Is NIL money refundable?
Nice. Good morning, caller. One sentence only. All right, go to the next. Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
Guys, we all would know what happened to Sam Pittman. But, Roger, can you explain to me the distance between lightning and thunder again?
Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
Mr. Fletcher, this is Brandon Marcello. I do stand beside my story.
Yes. Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
There must be lights burning brighter somewhere.
Nice, Elvis.
Yeah. Got to be birds flying higher in the sky.
Sing it, E. Bring it home. Bring it home.
If I can dream of a better land, where all my brothers walk hand in hand.
Wow.
Tell me why.
Wow.
Why?
Wow. That's Elvis.
Wow. I've got goosebumps,
68
man.
special.
Porky the Pig.
Go ahead, Porky.
Thank you, Coach Pittman. And doobity. That's all, folks.
That is all, folks.
He's doing that at work right now. That guy.
Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
Baz for Arkansas governor.
Okay. All right.
I've heard AD, NIL, not governor. None of them. I'm just here at the morning mayhem with my buck. Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
We ain't got no damn defense, Randy. Yeah, you tuning son of a bitch.
Wow. Holy cow.
My man did the whole scene.
He did.
He went the whole scene.
did.
You know what? But as a duo, what kind of money could we make of her, man?
Yeah. One sentence only. Go ahead. He's circling the drain.
Is he circling the drain? Is that your cough? Is that me?
I think it's circling the drain.
And you know what? The one call that didn't answer when you said, could that have been me?
Yeah. One sentence only. Go.
Yeah, this is Hunter. Your check. Whatever you do, don't release that statement until Vickery's show is over.
I get it. I missed it.
Yeah.
One sentence only. Caller, go ahead.
Vickery's show is over.
That's you, caller.
Yes, this is Bill, sales manager at Pig Trail Harley, and just a reminder, this is Box Palooza Barbecue in NWA, and we'll run the Bobby Special. If you come by with your blonde girlfriend on the back, we'll give you 10% off and a complimentary neck brace.
Yeah, you know those are coming back. You know that's coming.
Absolutely.
Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Maybe Design Lab in Hot Springs could make us some Sugar Bowl hats.
You know he looks different when he was doing that first year.
He really does.
Younger, more energy. He was younger, but more energetic, more happy. Not the end.
It was pre-NIL
right,
portal.
That's right.
Pre-COVID.
Look at the phone lines lit up. My Lord. Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
Turn that damn jukebox on.
All right, there you go. Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
Woo! Big silly.
You know what? There is that meme you sent, though. This is how it started.
Oh, my God.
That was
unbelievable.
Yes.
One sentence only. Go.
Sam, drunk, fat, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
He's not any of those things, sir. Listen, Hunter.
One sentence only. Go. Come on.
Is anybody there?
Anybody there?
That's it.
Graffiti. One sentence only. Go. Come on.
That's you.
Come on. It's you. Shout.
Come on. Hello.
Don't be shy. One sentence only. Go. I think the phones are fighting back.
Caller.
Phones are fighting back.
Why, Sam Pittman.
Looks like someone just walked over your grave.
Very good, very good.
Good morning, caller. One sentence only. Go.
Yes, this is Coach Petrino. Is Josh's mom a blonde?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Coach, that's not appropriate at all on several accounts.
One sentence only. Go.
But I don't think so.
Go. Caller, you're up. Tell him we're going to come right to
Caller,
you live.
that's you. We're coming right to you.
Coming live. Go ahead, caller. Go.
Notre Dame just wanted to win one for the Lisper.
For the Lisper.
Go.
It's Division I football.
Thank you, Coach. Yes. Thank you, Coach. Hello, Graffiti.
Hello, Hunter. I'll be picking up my jukebox at noon today.
Hey, is that Judy? Is that Judy? I don't know. Hello, that's you, caller.
What?
Go ahead.
Shelby.
Shelby, go ahead. You're up.
Bobby shot the jukebox last night.
Okay, do that again. Call back and redo that.
Graffiti, go.
Yes. Anybody here?
There we go.
No, nobody's on the defense in the defensive offices right now. They're cleaning out their desks. That's terrible.
No, one sentence only.
Hello?
That's you.
Go ahead.
The entire board of trustees needs to resign their liberal asses before they screw us over again.
Wow.
See, I don't even know. Politics needs to stay out of it. Just stop it. Well, you know what? Is it not enough? Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, last person out of Vietnam, turn out the light.
Turn out the light. Listen, I mean, the guys on the defense, you knew that they were probably, as you thought, going to be gone, but not this morning.
Yeah, if you missed it, they've already fired Travis Williams and two other, their defensive line coach and the co-defensive coordinator this morning. They hadn't even had the press conference for Bob Petrino and Hunter Yurchek. He's already fired
and
three
he's already
guys.
got rid of those. He's already done that. I mean, what do? Do you tell your wife, hey, don't throw those Amazon boxes away. I need them for my desk.
Good morning, caller. Go ahead.
Roger Scott, we're not saying you can't wear your green shirt. You just can't wear it to Boudreaux's.
I wore my green Razorback shirt.
Bad.
It was the same. It was the same
Saturday.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
Roger Scott. What
it was a win-win. It was for St.
No
Patrick's.
wonder.
It was the Irish. Oh, you can't blame me.
What were you thinking?
I thought it'd be a great idea. A couple of people didn't think so.
Oh my gosh.
No, it was a Razorback.
One sentence only. I no green, man.
No, look at what it does in my eyes. It makes my eyes pop.
One sentence only. Go.
Can we please get a coach that will get us back to winning the SEC championship? Oh.
Oh, what? That was it? Good morning, caller. Go ahead.
Thank you, Coach Pittman.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice. Very nice.
There you go.
One sentence only.
Yeah, this is the American dream, son of a plumber, Dusty Rhodes. Let me tell you something, Daddy. Don't you tell me nothing, and don't you be feeling bad about Sam Pittman, baby, because the American worker is out there, can't pay their mortgage some weekends. But then there's Sam Pittman that got $9 million. He know nothing about hard times, Daddy.
We don't.
Call of the day. $9 million. $9 million.
Yeah, and thanks to his new best friend, he got the extra $3.
$9 million. Good morning, caller. One sentence only.
Petrino's plan worked perfectly.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
Listen, Coach, so. I mean, again, Hunter says, Sam, I'm going to be your best buddy. You can stay at the end of the year, you know, we're going to get rid of you.
Last call, go.
I just wanted to say, turn the jukebox off, and we're going to ride the motorcycle just like Bob Petrino.
You want to take, that can't be the last call. You're the last call. Go ahead.
Last one, go.
Hey, where's my damn statue?
What? Statue.
Statue.
Yeah.
Where's my statue? It's my statue.
On the back burner.
STATCHA.
All right, Craig James at the Touchdown Club.
Wow.
Press conference at 12 o'clock right here on The Buzz. What a day. Hey, sorry we have not been able to get maybe here in this next hour, Roger. I got to go to the Touchdown Club, but you can get to some of these statements from our text line. We got a ton of them. And got Pat Bradley. Got Razorback Rewind. Brought to you by Hawks Homes. Who? Pat?
Brad.
Colin. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to do the Hawks Homes Razorback review. Hey, listen, there's not much to review.
No, we're going back to movie reviews today. We're going to do movie reviews.
9 o'clock. Don't go away.
Oaklawn is here for when you want real action, and the wait is over. Live racing is back. Every weekend brings big moments, big crowds, and your chance to feel the thrill of a big win. The holiday racing season begins Friday, December 12th, and runs through January 4th. Then the excitement returns with the classic racing season, January 30th through May 2nd. It's racing, it's winning, it's everything you've been waiting for. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You asked for a premium boat at an accessible price, and Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports deliver. Introducing the new Vexus Defender, starting at under $32,000. Unlike other brands, the Defender boasts an all-welded, high-performance hull, hydraulic steering, and custom fiberglass components that give you a stronger, smoother, and drier ride. For 42 years, our award-winning family business has put sportsmen first. Experience the difference at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports at Hot Springs or Little Rock location, or on the web at TraderBills.com.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on Morning Mayhem by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer.
No matter what you do,
you were finished.
We can't be stopped.
Oh, well, allow me to retort.
1037 The Buzz.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
KABZ, Little Rock.
Will take over as interim head coach. This decision by athletic director Hunter Yurchik comes after an embarrassing loss in Fayetteville, 56-13, Notre Dame on top of the Hogs. In a statement released by Yurchik, he says, quote, "The goal of our football program is to be highly competitive within the Southeastern Conference and compete for a national championship. As we move forward in the process of finding a new head coach, I am certain we will be able to provide the necessary resources to our staff and team to reach our goals." For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Whoopee.
The Zone Hotline on 1037 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Maumelle exit.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, dry weather is here. Today it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 86 in Little Rock this afternoon. Tonight we'll see a few clouds increasing throughout the night. Call it partly cloudy with a low around 65. And another warm day tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 85 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Listen up as Monte Harrison joins Drive Time Sports each week, courtesy of Absolute Roofing and Construction for your business or home, covering the state one roof at a time. Call Tiger Lee for your free estimate, 501-380-5543. That's 501-380-5543.
David BAZZEL for Luxury Pool and Spa. It's hot tub season, and Luxury Pool and Spa has Fantasy, Hot Spring, and Caldera hot tubs in stock on the showroom floor and ready for delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville also carries Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems, the same that I use in my hot tub. It's also that time of year for tailgating and watching the hogs outdoors. Luxury Pool and Spa carries Polywood Adirondack outdoor furniture for sitting around fire pits on brisk nights watching your favorite game. And next summer will be here before you know it. Start planning today for your new pool. It's a big investment, and having a company that you can trust is crucial. Jeremy and Shane Lawson build the pools themselves, so they will know every inch of your new pool. They're trained professionals specializing in custom in-ground concrete pools with tanning ledges, grottos, infinity edges, automated pools, and more. The Lawson family have been building pools since 1976. That's 5 decades of trustworthy pool builders. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa online at LuxuryPoolArkansas.com. That's LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments: Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons, it's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is looking for 50 homeowners to participate in our Rake in the Fall savings event. The first 50 homeowners who call will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. In as little as one day, we'll take your old bathtub down to the studs and complete the installation of your brand new custom-designed walk-in shower. The first 50 homeowners who call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH will receive 75% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 18 months, no interest, no payments, senior and military discounts. You'll receive a $200 Amazon gift card with purchase, and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now to receive a $25 Restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Coming up Monday on Out of Bounds, it's the weekend recap brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Clint Sterner will be on with us as we look at the result of Arkansas Notre Dame. Along with the rest of college football and NFL from over the weekend, MLB playoffs will be set. We'll discuss first round of MLB playoffs. WNBA playoffs continue as they get closer to crowning the champ. It's all coming up on Out of Bounds, Monday, 1 to 4, 103.7 The Buzz.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Let's get a good hustle, Two good things. hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcat!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter agents Seth Hobbs, Larissa Cowley, or Matt Steele in Bryant today.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
And I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
This is the theme song from Tombstone. We were about to flip over at Boudreaux's to this. I don't know when. I know my son Zach was at the ball game. I don't know if Andrew was there or not. But I know they showed a picture. What a great crowd that was there at that stadium. I mean, and I thought it was going to break the record. Huh?
For a while. Your segment's not till tomorrow, Chuck.
Yeah. What's that?
His segment's not till tomorrow. Gotta keep him off.
Oh,
here.
Chucky.
Yeah.
Somebody left some Wagoneer keys there. But
Oh, really?
I thought it was. And what did they say it was? Did they say it was the 7th largest
10th.
crowd? It was the 10th largest crowd?
Yep.
Well, what's the other 9?
I think Tennessee was up there.
I would have
couldn't
thunk
say the other ones.
that this game, what kept this kept this game from being the most attended?
Did they take some seats out?
Oh, I don't know.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Let
is
me
if
ask
they
you
less
this:
the capacity.
if it's 100% capacity against the Notre Dame game, and it was 100% capacity during the Tennessee game, even though there are less seats, does that mean that there were less people at this game?
Yeah, if there are less seats, right? Hold on, you really got me.
How
there.
much what's the difference between 100 pounds of feathers and 100 pounds of rock? That's where
So, did you ever take the SAT? I'm not sure if the ACT had this, but the SAT had it where it was like, it's like Kevin's got 3 apples.
Yeah.
Charlene's got 2, and I'm like, I hate the questions where you have to pull the question out of the paragraph.
Right.
Hate that.
Yeah.
Even worse verbally. Can't do it.
It's terrible. It's
Can't do
terrible.
it.
It's one of them.
So to
trick
answer your
things.
question,
it's like,
I got no idea.
Yeah.
But it was 100% capacity.
It was 100% capacity.
10th largest crowd.
But the 10th largest crowd.
Correct.
And that's where we are, which is amazing to me. So if they've taken out those seats for
And
that.
It was the 10th largest crowd for about 15 minutes of game time. How many folks do you know, Roger, that left in the first quarter? I know some at first quarter, and I know most first half.
If I know my middle son or my middle child, he's not my middle son, that would infer that all three of my children are boys. When only Zach and Eric are. Anyway, I think he would have sat through the entire game. I don't think as a kid, whenever I took him to a ball game, we could never, ever leave early.
Really?
Yep, no, you couldn't leave early at all, no matter the blowout or not. He wanted to be there for the whole time. I miss those days. I relish those days now, and I was not not in a good spot. But
PB's there, by the way. We actually have Pat.
Oh, is he really?
He is.
Well, let's play his. Let's open up for him. Can we do that?
Let's do it.
Well, he's not on the Monday. I don't know what day Pat's supposed to be on. And is he on the phone or is he on tie line?
He is on the phone.
He's on the phone. Is this him right here?
Yes.
I'll let you find his opening. Then we'll play the opening.
Yeah.
And then we'll get Pat on. Then we'll do your Razorback Rewind. Are we going to do the Razorback Rewind or are we going to do the weekend wrap-up?
We'll do the rewind. We have Pat's intro right here.
All right.
It's now time to talk to the shooter, Pat Bradley. Brought to you by Cabot Outdoors, your Hustler Zero turn mower and steel equipment dealer. And we work with all brands in the service department. CabotOutdoors.com. Now from the land of the Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox, here is Pat Bradley.
And I just got a call from Zach. He said he and Andrew stayed until the final second. So that's the way those guys are. They're Razorback fans through and through. And they're, half my age. So there we go. Pistol, are you there?
Hey, what do we say, boys?
Hey, what do you say? What do you know? Pat, good to have you.
What do you know?
It's great to have you, buddy. How was your weekend?
Well,
where were you for the
I'll tell you what,
weekend? Were you at the game?
No, I was not in. Wasn't too good, Raj. I mean, we had our Hogs lose. USA loses the Ryder Cup.
Yeah. Cowboys tie.
So, how about the Cowboys? And then unfortunately, you had you never like when anybody gets fired, obviously because. Obviously, Coach Pitt's going to be good in terms of financial.
I know that, and we talk about that, and he's going to be fine. And I actually think that Coach Pittman, this was his final stop, unless something changed. I don't know why it would. This was his final stop. He's got 2 homes now at Lake Hamilton or in Hot Springs, for that matter. He's a business owner and all that. We all assume he's going to stay, and Hot Springs will be his home headquarters and all that. And he's got all the cash now, and
why not?
And this season,
right? Why not? I mean,
and it may have expedited him retiring instead of having to walk away and do all that. So it just made the inevitable even sooner. We're not going to worry about him financially. He's never going to get a shutoff notice or anything like that. He's not going to look at his summit bill and go, "Oh my gosh, I can't do it this year. I need to make a payment." But still, you never like anybody. Never want to hear about anybody. I say never. I mean, there's 1 or 2 people you're glad. But you never want anybody to get canned.
No, because you obviously you're rooting for people professionally.
Yeah.
Unless like you say, there's a few people out there where you sort of root against them.
Yeah.
Professionally. But on the other side of things, you never like it when your coach gets fired because that means they weren't having that great of a season.
Right.
When
That's
right.
right.
It gets to that point.
That's the way it is. And Coach Pittman has had, and by all accounts, he's a great guy. And nobody says anything negative about him other than his coaching ability and what happened. But I've always said that he jumped into a position that I don't think he was prepared for because of COVID and NIL. A lot of people weren't. And that may have that may dictate where we went. I'm hearing things about the Dan Mullen thing. I'm hearing about Dan Mullen coming this way, and that doesn't excite me as much as just having somebody from Arkansas being the coach.
Dan Mullen. Rhett Lashley was some of the other ones, and it's not going to happen anytime soon because unless it is somebody who's not currently coaching, obviously we're going to wait till after the season anyway. So kind of having these discussions are fun, but we won't. I'm assuming Hunter Yurachek would, because of everything you just mentioned, NIL transfer portal and just the rapidly changing landscape of college sports.
Yeah, you know what?
It would be beneficial to have somebody that's already sort of in that world. You know what I'm saying? Not somebody that's.
And we said that, and I said that about Coach Pittman. That he jumped in. I guess Hunter's the same way. He jumped in. I mean, he became an AD here, but I guess he was one at Houston. But he became an AD here. COVID, NIL, and portal started hitting, and he's got to get out there and get money. Now, of course, BAZZEL was saying that he's going to hire. They're going to get a search committee and yada yada yada. But Baz says, but you're the search committee. I mean, why don't you find the guy and do that? I don't know why you look for somebody. I mean, that's NIL money. Why do we need a search committee? Why do we need a search committee?
Yeah, we need committees. You know what I mean? We had to have a meeting to decide when we're going to have a meeting.
Yeah,
you could have put together a committee so that they can talk about who's going to be on the committee.
Yeah.
And so I'm just looking up Dan Mullins, 4-0 now at UNLV. So he seems to have rebounded very well from his last couple seasons at Florida.
Let me ask you this, Pistol.
He knows the SEC. He knows the SEC.
Yeah, you know what?
He's from New Hampshire.
I guess there's two ways to go. You get a guy from Arkansas who's got Arkansas connections, and I mean Arkansas Razorback connections, who wants to be in the state and bring his family back and do all that sort of thing. Or you go for the quote-unquote Calipari hire on the football side so that person can garner a lot of the money. I don't know how much of the money was on offense. I do believe that Mr. Frank Fletcher is the one who was paying for our quarterback, and he is instrumental in getting Coach Petrino to come back, to even consider coming back this way. And Sam did an awesome job by putting him on the staff. But Pat, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. Do you think that the job of the Arkansas Razorback head coach is more of a quote unquote desired, for lack of a better term, job now than it was when Coach Pittman took the job? Because from what we all heard, nobody wanted the gig. Even Eli Drinkwitz, he turned it down. There was a who knows what Sexton was doing with Lane Kiffin when he told Mississippi, my boy's going to Arkansas unless you give him more money or this and that sort of thing. Is the Arkansas job more desired or more appealing to someone now than it was 6 years ago?
I think the way things are going, I think most coaches will want to be in the SEC, especially with the extended playoff. I mean, SEC, the Big Ten, those are the two conferences where, now unless you're already, coaching in an SEC school, but, if you're not, let's say you're in a Big 12 coach now or somewhere else, I think you want to be in the SEC because the way things are going, you're going to have the money. Like, take away NIL money, take away collective money, fundraising money that you could use if you're a coach, you could use on your staff, you could use on players. The money that's generated from these TV contracts given to SEC schools is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So you're going to have money. And I think you want to be in a league. Like, look at the SEC over the last couple of years, Raj. I mean, we had Texas, Oklahoma. There's new TV deals going on. There's the money being distributed is through the roof. And yes, each school has to deal with their own, as we know very well, our own fundraising, NIL, whatever it is. And that needs to be certainly the perception of that. I don't like the perception of it. It just seems like people are just so focused on that. Now, you want to be able to have as many resources as you can, and I think basketball seems a little bit different, though, doesn't it? Like the whole Coach Cal thing. I mean, that is a once in a. I just don't even know who you would compare on the football side to that hire. And another thing, the basketball has been able to really not have any NIL issues from what it seems like.
Well, and I saw the picture of the team, a team photo the other day, and everybody to a man says, "My God, they look like an awesome team." And hopefully they'll play that way.
Big kids. They got some tall fellas. They got some tall fellas.
Faux show. You know what? And the other thing with Coach Cal, years ago, before we got into where we are right now with NIL and portal and all that kind of stuff, years ago, I would have automatically said a guy like a Coach Cal or somebody who's using Arkansas as a stepping stone, he doesn't need to do that. He's such a well-established guy, Hall of Famer already, but he's also, I don't think he's a retread. He still has it in him and still wants to do the coaching and get to championships and do that sort of thing. At least that's the way I feel right now today. I could be wrong. But I don't see him skating and getting out of here. I still worry about a coach coming here that does not have ties. But that's always been the way. Other than a Jimmy Johnson or a Ken Hatfield or a Houston Nutt or some guys like that, if you didn't have ties to Arkansas, I always thought it was going to be a stepping stone for that other coach. But that was before all of the revenue, as you just said, all the TV money and all that stuff and all the technology that players can be seen all over the country by scouts now, with the scouts not having to travel to you. They can just watch the game. Right now, you don't have to. You don't have to go to USC, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Michigan, and Notre Dame, and all that to be seen. You can be at FSU. I mean, not FSU. CFU, Central Florida, whatever it may be. You can be down there if you're good enough. Somebody's gonna tout you. I just don't know.
Right.
I don't think a Dan Mullen. I mean, Josh can speak on that, or any of the other coaches. I don't know how many other coaches will come here that even he would say, being an outsider, if you will, Josh, would say this guy wants to go to his eventual place. He eventually wants to be in the NFL or go to his alma mater as well.
I think Dan would take it.
Roger, it's interesting if you look at look at Coach Bailema.
Yep.
Coach Bailema is an example of a guy who wanted to be coaching in the SEC. I think he saw, kind of how that would be so beneficial. Mm-hmm. And I think he's a guy where if things were, and were different, I could see him as somebody who would have coached his entire career at Arkansas. And obviously, it didn't work out that way, but it was a guy that had no ties. But he was a guy that was seen to be committed to, hey, this is, if I get this thing rolling, this is my This is going to be the job for the rest of my career. So,
no, you're right. I'm not saying that I was right, but I mean, that's just the way I felt. Because as an Arkansas guy, we're always looking. We can't be happy. We're already, as soon as the next coach comes, depending on who he is, how long is he going to stick around? What's going to happen? What are we doing? We're always all right. Now we've got that problem solved. Because before Coach Petrino came along, it was as far as the offensive coordinator, it was, man, Sam's going to have a tough time this offseason, whatever. Well, it changed. Now that Coach Petrino's the offensive coordinator, now we're on a trajectory to get us to where we used to be with him at the Sugar Bowl and the Cotton Bowl and all that. And that's not fair on him because the game has changed. Somebody did mention on our D3 Auto Sales text line, because some of the old players, like DJ Williams and a few of the other cats that played with him, that were played under Coach Petrino back in the day, they could not believe when they went back up there to see Coach Petrino on the field here in the last season or last, that players were calling him Bobby. That would never fly. Never fly. But that's
Bobby P.
That's right. That's offensive coordinator coach Bobby Petrino. I wonder if any of those players who come back call him Bobby now. Do they go back to doing that?
Wasn't it?
Yep.
What was it? BMFP.
BMFP.
Wasn't that BMFP. BMFP. Now it'd be interesting. I was just reading how Coach Petrino has dismissed some of the assistant coaches as well.
Yep.
Defensive line, defensive coordinator, and some other ones. So it's I don't know, Raj. It's going to be I think it may be a rough couple weeks.
Oh yeah, well,
with players, because that's the other side of things. I mean, we can talk about the coach and we talk about this, but really, if you don't have the players in the right mindset, then forget about it. Like, you could have a coach that's wild off the charts, just gonzo.
Yep.
But if he's got some studs, like stud talent, you make up for a lot of things that way.
We
that's
always
the other side
said
of
that.
things. How are these players how are they gonna respond? Are they gonna respond? Are some of them gonna say, forget? Are they looking to transfer? All those unfortunate things that come along with this. It's gonna be it's going to be a challenge to keep that locker room, keep their heads on straight.
Well,
there's a lot of football left, Raj.
Well, I've heard we'll have Bruce James tomorrow, but I've heard Bruce James talk about it with and again, I don't want to say back in my day, because there's some things, even for a youngster like Josh, there's still some fundamentals that have to be there, and the effort. We even heard Coach Pittman talk about the effort and the lack thereof in the last couple of games. Maybe not so much this past game, he didn't say, but we did hear some of, in the last several weeks, the effort about some of those players. But we all think that Coach Petrino is going to change that. Even Coach Nutt we had on earlier today, Pat. If you're going to hustle, you're going to hustle. You're not going to be here. You're either with us or you're not with us. It's one of those things. You'll be out of here.
But I guess my question would be is, how are you going to get these guys motivated?
Yeah.
What is going to motivate them to do what you're talking about? Even though you only have one, technically we talked about this last week, one conference loss. Is that enough to keep that carrot, to keep them wanting to do those? Take that extra.
Yeah, whatever it is. Well, you know what?
That extra mile.
Why is it so tough for us? Well, you've got to have more than one carrot now. You've got to have a carrot out there to motivate those players. You've got to have a carrot out there for the fans. I mean, are we as fans? Are we a problem? Are we part of the problem?
I know.
We had Kevin Scanlon on. He won 30 games with 5 losses. Kevin Scanlon talking about his 3 years. Those are the guys that I looked at the Arkansas Razorback football team and expected more because of what I grew up with and all of that. I don't know what's passed me by. Am I not supposed to long for the days of yesteryear and expect the University of Arkansas to be better, be more competitive? Is that my fault as a fan?
I did hear Trey Biddy say this, and I thought it was interesting when he said the last 32 years were unacceptable.
First of all, I guess we shouldn't have been shocked.
How are the last
at them losing to Notre Dame, but the way they did, I mean, it was just I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it, Roger.
No.
I mean, yes, yesteryear I would have taken the defense in '83 as they are today with Baz's bad knees.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Go ahead, Brad. Go ahead and take us to a break.
Today.
No, listen, it's one of those things, as you said. It's gonna we'll get it all worked out. They're going to be looking before the 11 or noon press conference that we will carry on the buzz with Coach Petrino and Hunter. That he has fired his defense. He's fired his defensive coaches. They're gone. So before he even took the press conference, he's already got rid of them. Who's he going to have? So to say it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks, oh, yeah, Jerry, it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks. Well, Pat,
even me, my bad knees and hips. I'll get out there. What do you say, Rock?
Listen, I know you will, but you're an athlete, Bup. You're an athlete. You're a competitor, and you're an Arkansas Razorback, and that's what we need right now. We need to gather around, boys. Gather around. Pat, well, we love having you, buddy. We're glad you got on with us today. Thank your sponsor, and then we'll let you get out of here. And don't forget to tell your mother hello for me.
Will do. Well, thank you, Cabot Outdoors. I'll send check out all their information online and I'll resend a new promo cut to them.
Okay.
For our fine friends at Cabot Outdoors with all the new specials.
Okay. All right. Well, we look forward to hearing that. I guarantee you. That might be one of the bright spots of the day, Pat. All right, buddy.
Amen, my brother.
All right, buddy. Well, say hello to everybody you know that I know.
Will do.
All
ciao.
All right, ciao, Bella. There it is. We come back. What was your point, Josh, you were going to make?
Oh, that Trey Biddy had said that the last 32 years is unacceptable. And at some point, it's like, if you have 3 decades of results, it is somewhat acceptable because it's been accepted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I've been watching
To your point.
Huh?
To the point that you were making about,
absolutely.
Longing for yesteryear.
Well, yeah, and
At what point does it become yesteryear?
Listen, yeah, exactly. Listen, yesteryear was 15 years ago with Coach Petrino.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be 30 years ago with Kevin Scanlon or Ron Calcagney or David BAZZEL. Watching Trey Biddy's walk and talk the other day, just as he's walking and talking, he gave us a little insight on some of the stuff that he was doing. That the week prior over there in Memphis, he had to recut the spot because the audio wasn't working.
Have you seen him do that?
And he's walking out of the stadium the other day, and he's telling everybody, "Hi, everybody's looking at him." I'm sorry, what?
It's sponsored now.
Oh, it's Sutherland.
He's like,
Sutherland sponsors him. He talks
talks
about barndominiums and all that, Jack.
Yeah, and I'm like, good Lord, you know you're in Arkansas when he's
You damn right. You damn right we are. Love Trey Biddy spots. All right, thanks everybody. Roger Scott, Josh Neighbors.
Registration is open for the 2025 Fall Buzz Golf Tournament presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka coming up Tuesday, October 14th at Rebsamen Golf Course. Register your team now at 1037thebuzz.com.
This is SportsCenter.
A tough weekend for Arkansas's Division I football teams. First, the Hogs lost to Notre Dame 52-13 in what was the 8th worst home loss in school history. The Hogs dropped to 2-3. Head coach Sam Pittman was fired, and now interim head coach Bobby Petrino takes over. The UCA Bears lost their 3rd straight game on Saturday. It was a 35-32 loss at Lamar. They are now 1-3 overall. Arkansas State suffered another loss as well. That's 4 in a row for them. They lose to UL Monroe 28-16 on Saturday. One Division I team in Arkansas that did win, UAPB. The Golden Lions beat Alcorn State 24-20 to get to 2-2 overall. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, dry weather is here. Today it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 86 in Little Rock this afternoon. Tonight we'll see a few clouds increasing throughout the night. Call it partly cloudy with a low around 65. And another warm day tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 85 degrees. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Catch Quinn Grovey each Thursday this football season on The Zone. Get insight from one of Arkansas's best, brought to you by Conway Wealth Management. Conway Wealth Management, planning today for your tomorrow. Take control of your financial future and call or visit Conway Wealth Management today, 501-358-3994.
Or visit ConwayWealthManagement.com.
Securities and financial planning offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Hey folks, this is David Bazzell for Simmons Bank. What started as a hometown bank in Pine Bluff more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has expanded their footprint to more than 200 locations across the Mid-South. Simmons Bank offers comprehensive financial solutions delivered with a client-central approach. Last year, Simmons Bank was recognized by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best companies to work for in the South, and in 2023 by Forbes as one of the world's best banks. The Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens was named the best tournament on the PGA Tour tour champions by the golfers themselves. It's very rare that a first-year tournament wins an award from the players like the Simmons Bank Championship did. George Macris and his strong team at Simmons Bank can help you grow. Give them a shot and tell them Baz sent you. You can find all of their locations on the web at simmonsbank.com. With more than $27 billion in total assets, Simmons Bank continues to grow. Join me and many others and make Simmons Bank your bank. simmonsbank.com or check out a branch near you. One of the best banks in America located right here in Arkansas.
Fellas, this sports season is game on at Synergenics and Low T Center, your TRT MVPs. Want to get fit like an MVP? Book a free TRT consultation, automatically enter a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to a major sporting event. Winners selected every week. Female patients also eligible. Book now at trtmvp.com.
The boating season is winding down, but the work isn't over yet. Don't just put your boat away. Protect your investment. Give it the professional winterization it deserves at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports. Whether you need a basic package or a premium service, we've got you covered. Get expert motor winterization, shrink wrapping, detailing, and secure storage options. We can even deliver it back to you in the spring, ready to go with a hot battery and full of gas. Get your boat to us before October 31st and receive a 10% early bird discount. Visit TraderBills.com.
Well, Baz, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oaklawn Sports app.
You know, Roger, this Oaklawn Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable.
That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options.
And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab.
Nah, he's going to miss.
It's good!
That's bad.
Bet all season long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Reindeer Rainwater and Drive Time Sports will be live at Crane Hyundai of North Little Rock this afternoon. Go to cranehyundainorth.com to peruse the inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles. Drive Time Sports at Crane Hyundai of North Little Rock.
This is Quinn Grovey, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
I thought they'd be ready. What the hell went so wrong? Man, I'm sorry. It's too tough to bear. This season's so crappy, I wanna be left alone. Here's my ticket. Give it to someone who cares. I'm singing a song, but I'm not singing a song. Someone who will whoop it and still gives a damn. Get 'em popcorn, they can have my old chair. But don't you come around here handing me, give it one more try. Here's my ticket, give it to someone who cares. That was obviously before. There's some fans out there who have written the season off regardless. That's not me. That's not me. I'm singing the song or wrote the song, but I'm not saying the words to it. It's not in my heart. Not in my heart at all. There are some fans that felt that way, and they're going to stay that way until they get back on that bandwagon. I don't know how many games Coach Petrino has to win before he would even just be considered the job, or before he would be considered to have the job full time. Time will tell, and that's what we all have. To have 4 or 5 coaches in the last 20 years is incredible. Hey, I'm going to do a special trivia tonight at the butcher shop in the bar area out there. Nice. So if you're out at 6 o'clock, come hang out with us. We'll see how this thing works out, but it'll be fun at the butcher shop.
Is it a trial balloon?
It's a trial balloon. We did it for charity the other day. This is a little trial balloon out that way. So come hang out if you get a chance.
Where is that?
It's I can't tell you the street. I don't know the name of the street. Heritage. Yeah, Heritage. I think is. Everybody knows where it is. I think that's where it is. They do Steak Burger Fridays. We've talked about that before. Have you been there?
I've not.
Okay, well you need to try that. Roger Scott, Josh Neighbors here. We'll go out to the Touchdown Club here in a little bit. Craig James is going to be there today. The second half of the Pony Express. Eric Dickerson was here last year, so we'll be able to hear about that. Should be a lively Touchdown Club with obvious everything that happened. It's going to be a great time to be hanging around and talk. All the things that we've talked about this morning, everybody's talking about at their office. Now everybody at the offices and everything that is around the city that's going to be going to the Touchdown Club, now we'll all get together and we'll all talk about it.
Do you know?
Together.
Fun fact about Craig James. That is who Kirk Herbstreit replaced.
Yes.
On College Game Day.
Baz mentioned that. You didn't hear him? You probably you were out here. That's right. That's okay.
We also
You're
do have
absolutely right.
our,
It is a great fun
Razorback
fact, and there's
Rewind.
a similarity to their looks a little bit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a Razorback Rewind.
You ready to do that?
I am.
Oh well, let's do it then. Just
It's
go ahead
a-
and make it happen.
It's about a minute and a half. It's gonna hurt.
I'm just gonna let it play. Just play it and make comments if you want to.
Yeah. Well, we have to.
Another edition of Arkansas football is in the books. Let's listen back on how it all went down for the Hogs. This is your Razorback Rewind, brought to you by Hawks Homes in Conway and Bryant. Let Hawks Homes help you design your new home, lake house, or duck club. Check out Hawks Homes inventory in Bryant and Conway or online at hawkshomes.net.
76,000 strong in Fayetteville for the first ever meeting between Arkansas and Notre Dame. One of the toughest runs of the year. And Love gets hit here and again bounces off the defender and in for the Irish touchdown. Carr, Love out of the backfield, makes the defender miss, and scores! Touchdown Notre Dame! What an incredible spin by Love. Carr from the pocket unloads over the middle, wide open touchdown. Five-man rush. Carr gets hit as he launches it deep, and it is pulled in. What a catch inside the 35 by Greathouse. For Arkansas with his hands full. Carr on the boot, looking for the throwback, and it's Love out in space. Inside the 20, turns it back upfield. Love heading for the end zone. Touchdown Notre Dame. Field goal on their opening drive. Green trying to set up a screen and trouble, and Wallop back at the 30. Wallop! It's Love, able to break another tackle. And he hits Pater. Touchdown Notre Dame. That is the...
That's all you need to hear.
That's it. Okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
Thank you, Hawks Homes, but
Thank you, Hawks Home.
I'm not going to prolong the agony.
You know what we should have done, though, Josh? We should have done the movie review.
We should
Could have done a movie review. What did my wife and I watch? You know what? We watched, and she had never seen it before. We watched At Close Range.
Oh, okay.
You know the movie I'm talking about?
Yes.
Is that it's an old one now?
Yeah.
You know, with Christopher Walken, Sean and Chris Penn.
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. What an old movie. A few stars. We should have reviewed that, Josh, instead of the Razorback Rewind. We should have reviewed the movie.
Look, like At Close Range, it's on Tubi. It's classic. You know.
Oh, is it really?
Love Tubi. Tubi's great.
Oh, Tubi. Listen, there's a big fan of Tubi, but At Close Range was pretty funny. You know, and then when you read the real story, because you always do that.
Yeah.
At least I do. I know Baz and I have talked about it before. You'll go back, you'll Wikipedia for everything based on a true story. Well, you had to find out that the the Sean Penn character is still alive in prison. He'd pull almost like a Henry Hill. He just couldn't stay out of trouble. So he's in prison. He's doing all that stuff, even though what a jeez, man, all that's going on, and you think you've got issues.
So Sean Penn is about to be after this past movie he was in that just came out. It appears he's going to be a three-time Oscar winner. Do you think about Sean Penn that way?
He's listen in A Close Range. When I saw the last scene and he's on that witness stand and he has to cry and do what he does when he's testifying against his dad.
He does.
You bet.
He's got the.
He's amazing. Say what you will. I think he's ridiculous that he wore tore up clothes when he was on Bill Maher's show. Come on.
Yeah.
Listen, you got that kind of money. Don't dress like you don't. It's okay. You can. It's okay with what you've got. But between that character, his character, I think he was in a Tom Cruise movie, Taps. I think. Excellent in that one.
For Milk.
Milk, he did a great job in Milk.
Mystic River.
I don't know. I can't call that.
Let's see. And then it says, I think it's maybe nomination.
Well, Tom Hanks has won back-to-back in Belly to Belly Best Actor.
Yeah, he's been nominated Best Actor in a Lead Role, I Am Sam. Nominated Sweet and Low Down, did not see that. And then also nominated Dead Man Walking. So he's got 5 nominations, 2 wins.
Okay. Are you saying he's going to...
He's going to win for supporting.
Well, he's not the only... For supporting. Well, who's the lead in this?
Leo.
Oh, is that right?
DiCaprio.
Okay. He's never won one, has he?
He won for for Revenant, which is not nowhere near his best role, but he won for Revenant.
What would you say is his best role? I think he did great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I think that's it. I think that's
He
it.
did great. Well, what
but
about
also
that Wall
Calvin
Street
Candy and Django, but he's not leading in that one.
Django was
But
awesome.
that might be his best performance.
Could be.
That's a hard one.
It could be. We just thank you, Hawks. Thank you, Hawks, for giving us this
Hawks
moment.
Holmes
Thank you,
movie
Hawks
review.
Holmes movie review. After we may have to do that next week as well. Next week we can't do it because there's no game. We have to do a movie review for Hawks Home.
Let's see. We have.
I'll be all about that one. Very good. Very good.
We have the. Let's see.
Tomorrow, Bruce James will be with us. Our regular Tuesday lineup. Who knows what Baz will get for us, like he did with Coach Nutt and Kevin Scanlon, who was a hero of mine. Not to say that Kevin's that much older than me.
It's the movie review.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tommy. We appreciate the movie review of the Bruce James, John Daly. Holy moly, John Daly. Ooh, Justin Moore probably be back with us if he gets out of therapy. He may start doing therapy on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Terry Bradshaw could be with us tomorrow, and depending on anybody else that Baz looks up and gets on with us in the morning. We sure do appreciate you guys being out there, and you ladies as well being a part of that. It's time for the Touchdown Club. We will be, we won't have a Boudreaux's watch party next Saturday, but that's okay. We all need a break. You can get out there and do a few things with your family this weekend. I've got family coming down from up north, so that'll be cool. We'll be able to take that time, decompress, and just read what happens. Something's going to be happening with the Razorback football team every day this week.
Well, they're condensing it all this morning because we got the 24-hour period. You get since noon yesterday. Had the firing of Sam Pittman. Had the hiring. He's already been hired, but the promotion of Bobby Petrino.
Right.
This morning you've had the firing of 3 defensive staff members at least, and then at noon to cap off 24-hour period, you will have the press conference of Hunter Yurachek and Bobby Petrino.
D3 Auto Sales text line. Now you've been maintaining this part. Give me a little bit of leeway on that statement that you've been leaning this way. To Josh's defense on what he was saying this morning, BMFP knew it was coming. He's been putting together a plan for a while. He's had to have known. He doesn't seem like the type to make a decision and figure it out later. With him firing the DC first thing this morning tells me he knew what was coming to have a plan in place quickly. This is from Mike. There could be some of that, but Coach has been there before.
Yeah.
So if you will, it's like Trump second term.
Yeah.
He'd already been there, so he knew coming in. This is what. So somewhere in the middle, I will still push back on you. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's your opinion, just like this is my opinion. I do not believe that Coach Petrino lobbied for the gig. Is giggling that Coach Pittman got any of those type of things. He's just acting quickly now.
I think he like a lot of us saw the writing on the wall for Sam and knew that the logical choice to be the interim.
There's no doubt that the logical choice on staff was him
he
for
had his
interim.
ducks in a row for that inevitability.
Okay. I won't say yes or no. I won't agree or didisagree with that.
I think it makes sense because if he wants it, and I'm not saying it's wrong that he wants the job full time, but he didn't want to be caught with his pants down, being like, "Who, me?"
But
I'm
again, he's been there, so he knew that. So he can just slip right back into that. He's been a head coach, even though just 2 years, a year and a half. But I won't say I agree or disagree with you. The statement just speaks for itself, and it's not wrong.
Yeah, I think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll put it that.
I think he does too.
And I don't think it was a coup,
No.
I think he knows what he's doing.
No. I agree. I think we both agree that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Maybe just for two different, the answer to two different questions. Same answer, two different questions. All right, when we come back, we'll see if Justin and DJ and Christian are available and want to talk because their show comes up next. That's The Zone. They're out at the Touchdown Club with Craig James. David BAZZEL, that's where he's been this last 45, 50 minutes. And I'll be going out that way soon. I think Josh may, I don't know. But anyway, we'll be right back. It is your number one morning show in Central Arkansas, and we appreciate you so very much for making it that way.
Freeze frame. Freeze frame. Freeze frame.
it's David Basil for my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years, and I can vouch for the outstanding work they do. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. And get this, they've had over 2 million installs of fantastic showers and tubs across the South, with thousands of those coming right here in the natural state. At Bath Fitter, they are the manufacturer, installer, and service provider. No subcontractors involved in the process. All are employees of the company, so they own the entire process. Right now, they have an amazing offer. 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for 12 months. They understand that families are struggling with high prices, so they are making this special offer to help. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Do you often worry you left the garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. Precision Garage Doors, Central Arkansas. Garage Door Repair. New garage doors and openers. Check us out at precisiondoorwoodrock.com.
He's a world champion arm wrestler and one of QC Kinetics' most outspoken advocates. When Monster Mike Todd severely injured his bicep, doctors recommended a career-ending surgery.
Well, I definitely was never going to do that because I'm a competitive athlete.
And he didn't have to, because the QC Kinetics Little Rock medical team jumped into action, treating the damage using Mike's own orthobiologics. No need for surgery.
I think QC Kinetics was a huge help in my recovery. The percentages were that I would never make it back to this level.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments have helped transform, relieve, and restore thousands of patients with injuries and joint pain.
There's a pretty good chance that with under 15 weeks, I'll be competing for the heavyweight world title. Yeah, so I might be 24-time world champion by the end of the year.
You got this, Mike. And for anyone listening who's dealing with joint pain, the QC Kinetics consultation is free. So give them a call today.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Roger Scott here. And I don't have to tell you it's hot outside, do I? You can figure that out for yourself when you touch your steering wheel in the afternoon. But if you're looking to beat the heat, make your next stop Family Market Stores. With your Family Market Rewards card, you get 5 cents off a gallon when you grab a large fountain drink, tea, or lemonade, or 5 cents off with a large community coffee in the morning. Save inside, save outside. Family Market Stores in Pangburn, Malvern, Shannon Hills, Mayflower, and Hot Springs. And if there's not a Family Market Store in your neighborhood yet, you just wait. One's coming.
Hey, what's up? It's Kramer, and Monday, when Randy Rainwater and Rick Schaefer get back into the Eat My Catfish studio, they are loading up the day with Neil Atkinson for Bet Saracen, Fox 16 sports director Courtney Mims, Trey Beatty from hogsports.com, thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway, The Shoot-Up, Pat Bradley, thanks to Bet Saracen, and Monte Harrison, thanks to Absolute Roofing's Tiger Lee. We'll see you Monday right here on 103.7 The Buzz.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The payroll company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Want to get in on the conversation? Shoot us a text at the D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-614-1037. D3 Auto Sales in Desart, the #1 independent dealer in the state, with the best prices and largest selection on pre-owned vehicles, including leveled and lifted trucks. Find them on Facebook. Whether it's football, baseball, or basketball, from high school to the pros, hit us up on the D3 Auto Sales text line.
Did Josh miss another curse word in a movie clip? Let us know at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Woo, pig suey. Thank you, John Gruden. Roger Scott, Josh Neighbors. Wrapping up a Monday, Bloody Monday on Morning Mayhem. We appreciate you being out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll be back tomorrow. Terry Bradshaw, John Daly, Justin Moore possibly, Bruce James. See what Bruce has to say as well. Always interesting. Should be a fun show tomorrow as well. An informative show and a lot going on. Right now, let's head on out to Justin Acree, I believe.
Yes, sir.
There he is. Hey, Justin.
Hi, Raj.
That's you.
That's me. How are you?
Buddy? I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Well, I'm good.
Okay.
Good. We're gonna have a lot to get to.
A lot to chop up, do you?
Yeah. Guess
listen,
we will, won't we?
Yeah. Listen, you've got more to chop up. We just chop up Razorbacks for the most part. You've got that. You've got UCA. You guys are all around, so you got all kinds of.
Oh, I don't imagine we're going to get into a whole lot more than Arkansas today.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
No, I wouldn't think so either. I wouldn't think so either. Listen, you got a guy there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's it's wild times, huh?
Oh, dude, it is. I mean, Baz pointed out, we had Kevin Scanlon on earlier this morning, the just shy of half a dozen coaches we have seen since we've been doing the show here. Baz a little bit longer, obviously, with 21 years. And same with you, actually, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Just in that short time. Time sure does fly because I can't believe it's already been 3 years that Enos. What has it been 3 years? Would it be at least 2 years ago? But when Enos was the offensive coordinator, and he didn't last the entire year. So
got Cam mid-season, yeah.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Of course, Bobby cutting bait with the defensive coaches today. So
yeah, already even before the press conference that he's going to have, he's doing that. And that's when I was talking with Josh just this last before we went to last break. He's been there before as a head coach and all that, so it's not like he's sitting down and waiting. He knows what he's got to do to turn this thing around. Regardless, he wants to win as many games as he can, whether he stays the coach at the end of the season or not, because he still wants to work after this season, whether it be here or somewhere else. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think 100%.
Sure.
I don't know. I guess I didn't ask him when he was here for our kickoff event, but if he wanted to be a head coach again. But if he's expressed interest in the Arkansas job, clearly he wants to be a head coach again. So. Yeah,
I guess so. I mean, he's got a lot of friends of Bobby, in this state, so it's
FOB,
so he doesn't have to start completely over. And there will be some that may refuse, for lack of a better term, in doing some of those things, and that's something in supporting. I don't know why, but you have to say that.
Yeah.
Just for that reason, and that's something that both he and Hunter would have to decide. And at least Hunter's open to it if Hunter's going to be here, because he said, "Okay, you're in the running."
Well, just chew on this. For the first time in 8 years, Arkansas's got a Power 4 coach running the program that is a former Power 4 coach.
Okay.
Haven't had that in a while. So,
okay. All right.
All right. Sam Pittman was never a head coach. Chad Morris was never in the Power 4.
Right.
Brett Bielema was done in 17. So,
okay.
I mean, just I thought it's like if you're going to be a big-time program, then you got to do big-time things. I don't know that that's been big-time.
That's right.
A couple guys along the way.
That's right.
I was not a fan of Chad Morris. I did not like Chad Morris. I did not think Chad Morris was a good hire. I didn't think Chad Morris was a good coach, and it turned out to be the case. I didn't want Sam Pittman either, but I really like him, and I hope he has a great time with whatever's next. I don't know if he wants to coach again or if he's going to retire. Yeah. But I wasn't on